Mweri jwa itandatu mwaka yu governor mutumantu ethige nethirwa kiromba president kwithirwa akethia Meru City na kuma au ciaza cia mirandi ya witi na mbere ni chithiritu ikiongeleka bonene sana na mbere buruko kwa airstrip ndene ya county ya Meru na kukethirwa kuyo kwa State Lodge ni umwe na State House nini na siasa ni chithiritu yukuma kirimantu ya bonene sana mirandi ingine amwe na thoko ya akoro amine thoko ya koromone yesire yatumira thiringi milioni mana ya nana mantu ya ni ethiritu yuki siasa ntere mwanya wabakireana na mirandi jibangi baimitikiria na mantu ya State Lodge golf course na airstrip ni ethiritu ikireta thina nonto kuririkana ati eka 50 tayari mwithone nchithiritu ikiritwa kana ikethirwa ni kenda mirandi ithiro yoko kuntuku kana golf course na State Lodge ithiro yokwa na airstrip kinya ithiro yokwa kuntuku. But what does it mean kiri witi na mbere na ukura bwa Meru tweterete Meru yethirwe kethwa city ketho ntububu kombekana kuririkana ati no mwanka kwithirwe kwina some of these amenities uwe maoni yaku ni yariko araniena batu kirukira na betu SMS 23 23578 is it yeah ndio namba yetu SMS na tuli live kiri mitandao ya Facebook, tuli live kiri YouTube. Karibu sana kiri mbango chunkia siasa utukubaruare kwa mbiri utererura tuli na bwana Oscar Mutugi. Oscar Mutugi ni mudhuji wa mantu ya kisiasa na ni mutaalamu wa mantu ya kinyaniria. Karibu sana Oscar. Thank you very much. Na kwa itarimbere buru kiri mbango ya chunkia siasa tuli na Secretary General wa kiama kia DCP ndani ya county ya Meru bwana Kirimi Mudhamia. Karibu sana bwana Mudhamia. Thank you na karibu sana. Asante. Na tuli na mchore wetu sana bwana Eric Mutwiri, karibu sana. Eric, what happened? Don't sometimes we break news that you're no longer racing in another event.
Take active politics. Na koi kuga utesiasi kuringwa thai. And thai focus yakwa imanzi jaja kudhoja. Political economics. Nontonde mutaalamu wa economy. Na siasa eti oramwiri.
And what is political economics?
Political economy imtorea ukomba kukonya decision ile kwithe kisiasa neko ku affect economically. Ko ija kuga kura yakuni omana chiringi tuga 1 shilling 1 vote non to ke siasa mantu cha mengisha kuthitho policies economic policies mwerekera non to jathirikare Kenya kwanza ijire na mwerekera jo bottom up jo go change a whole economic system na ongea reja na nge trickle down ko mfumo ya economy neko ya siasa neko affect directly economics ko oni focus ya kwa ndi gutaka tone mitaratara kana ndoatho kana policies ira thirikari kuthithia uria mwananchi akachelewa zaidi na orai kam affect
very well. Now so to na political economists na political analysts karibuni sana kile mbango chungia siasa ndio anaitwa ya terira cia Ndarene tukari kanisene Ndarene na after kanisa tuacheza na Ndarene FC and just like Manchester United Ndarene FC lost.
The better team lost.
Ari pere Jeremy abigirerie kwa. So I think Arsenal na Meru FC to ligi ne madai. We are Agora Oscar iba mbaya kidogo.
Tega comment mantu sawa.
Karibu sana kile mbango ya chungia siasa udhikiri aranirana batu kile mitandao ya Facebook kile YouTube na kile X of course tulikuwa withdraw wetu maoni yaku ni yako nie mirandire kuirikaneke ndani ya account ya Meru and Oscar, I know me and you did to kidhiatira mantu ya bonene sana so what do you think ni your main issue kile mantu ya ni muidho ni siasa kana ni antu batukwe na maendeleo generally Mudhamia
Iwega Martin
Yeah.
na ngethie mutegeri wa Meru TV. Na Meru TV itself nontu bwa kanya ga kwaraniria kairi na Meru. Na I think arampumba kwambiria iko recognize the fact that for the first time in a long period Meru kana kariba Meru bare area issues.
So it's a good thing per se.
It's a very positive development.
Yes.
Kwithirwa thaici katokara nthi turania kethera golf course yakwe kana igakwa kana kethera ya strip yakwe kana igakwa. The question discussions ewirio ni gukuonia kuyo tumite ni untu turakara nthi na ugwaza Martin tukorania next week uriona zeka impeachment igeta ndereku kana ndoa gatigatika county assembly na executive ina ndoa iwitite kwithirwa thaiti tio ndwaria tukwaria ndene Meru county igintu kibati kwithirwa gikeza antu inya ni untu in the course of discussion uro kuga let's say golf course ikarito mwitone kwina reason iria kuga u na uro kuga maybe kuringana na maybe na aria ngechi set up ithirwe kirito kwina justification but the fact that kwina dialogue you kuyo tugakinya tu settle but ntigwitikia kwina issue mumiru omba kwithirwo enayo over whether there should be an airstrip in Meru ni bati kwithirwo irio it's long overdue stacha Meru thaite Meru iria tutwire twizi na ingera yigo compare aria turi nationally na towns iria chiri around Meru na nkona in some areas it took lag behind weta kethera counties za Embu pena golf course a very active golf course weta na Nyuki the same so kutibati kuthwa kuna discussion kethera golf course ni kuendeka ni bati kwithirwo irio na maybe no mtu no auge we atena interest ya golf or what not na maybe Eric eza akariria the economic value ekwithirwo wina into za view ni untu inya maintenance aki it can need a lot of workforce na nigo create na kairi the main agenda iria tukwariria istache ezi Meru ikwirwo ni elevated to a city na kwina amenities iria chibati kwithirwa chirio before that consideration ithirwe kithithwa so at the end of the day rwaria ruria tubati kwithirwa tukiaria na tu settle tikethera igo kwendeka interview ina the question should be where
You know, I think Mudhamia in a contrary opinion because we ndona akiwa ina some file footage ya ronoro chungi kia siasa rwari akiwa mantu ya yau ya state lodge I kire order of priorities ili number 600 anko mukoti baba TV
nandi ikyo tuminguga atiri ne untu Mudhamia reaza na aka contribute agatura nikia kuga ki order of priorities in number 600 but only in my opinion naran kuona nio county ya Meru iri compared to peers barabara around Meru ranking yayo is higher than our neighboring towns which are steps ahead of Meru in certain aspects with all due respect to kinyamika wera to nayo Meru na ne observation oni thithitie kwina aspect ya kwithirwa maybe ukazukia some of the hotels ira to na Meru uka compare na some smaller towns ira chi neighboring no kuona kuyo to need a bit of improvement na kukeja kwithwa kuna discussions jaiu icho tubati kwithwa tuki-encourage projects ichithiritwe chigisafa muno kwa persecuted in the public before kinya gintu kieleweka bwega kikethirwo ikiurairwe so discussion iu ikathira completely na no tulani nya from previous projects ira chigeretie kwa implemented including some projects very progressive chiageragia kwa implemented previous county governments ni untu icho tubati gwithwa tukilana nacio after devolution mite ya andwa tega kwari na anything wrong na mite iria yandi along the highway ni untu mbeca cia environment ibati utumika for environment not for any other na kwina inya sheria iria chikudictate kethira i county ka national government mbeca ing'ana ibati gwikira cia riera cia rehabilitate rivers mite ya andwa along rivers na water catchment areas na kethira i mite za hiu mbuga uria ukuruka na barabara iu no ategeara mite iu survive no ntuko no survive ugeta around Kisima farm ugatega on your left na right stretch iu ni onto management Kisima farm adaptere mite as their own na baandika mtu gukaraia mite iu na mite iu thai no ite utege what height ikinyite and but areas iria gutagire ownership mite iu baraba inge bazukirie locals beta mtu akanda kwawe baraba
kuni bati kumenyera mite but that's besides the point so Muthamia, is it that uri opposed kiri some of these projects na babu and by DCP because kuona ka file footage you bukiwa it's not a priority Kinyameru kwithirwa ikiethwa city it's not a priority kwithirwa kuri na golf course it's not a priority state lodge kwithirwa yokwa so is it that butiku mienda kana you just fighting the government kete ne to mikama
thank you bwana bere no ndo Meru
karibu
Mbeze amidina kairi
karibu sana
patue DCP tutakolega development tutakolega state lodge tutakolega airstrip Indubio ndi tobienda lakini atukuga bi ekwe kana bi na direct ko affect muito joto bere pana gichunge project hii idato antu ci agwatanure la project yemwe patu tanto bandi ZP tulenge expecting tukambere buru mbere yantu watonya muito ne kuthima tuthiro kintu public participation tuwe wawe ito kwenda kugita muito jojo twekira into bi pabura kariba northiment pura kariba mutindwa pura kariba Meru puri ugata so that was not done and that's my first problem my second problem ni golf course is very good na ituje valieyo but wana gichunge ngo kwira atiri utenga of course mbije ndene Kenya ya thirikari of course chombe they are private clubs rich man's playground na kaire agwa mbecha mwaka kendo wa member tabudaiga ira 3 million per year so kugita muito yo thirikari muito yo Meru uthia a millionaire's playground yau ore ayan to 3 million and that will be the first public government golf course in Kenya.
I think we about to go through advantage.
Tiandiri bwana gichunge
Because ikethro revenue kiri ka account ya
Meru. Yeah. Utona uko kuna government golf course in Kenya. Na Kenya yeje it will not be tiandiri ikayu gwintu murume jamani tumbuye muliko. Murume mwathi na yato kwanza.
Uriko.
Yato kasongo.
The president.
The president. Mo kwanda golf course ya kwao akombora aiwa permit Qurani golf course bitone. Okay?
utiro government ye karani golf course ira karani ndo murume tawo kauni aikire genke afensi yote aikire mwire gagu au utonya aja kwa member ingiri makaraje ka yoto nduke bali 300,000 per year mudai ga ugo kana uni yana ni granta tutonya ko
I've seen golf course here, golf course ya Kenya Railways na Kenya Railways ni etrikari.
It is still a private crowd. Kenya Republic Service crowd. It is still dito crowd. Into via etrikari ya muito jolea. Kile kenya muito jo mwingi. To Meru onde ndo ukunda u fresh. Na ngayere koleta na ndojiri kuma muito jo wikina ifinda Meru ndiambiria. Ndojiri finda Meru yonde. Chumete muito nojo. Exactly au kwanda wekera of course. Ndojiri tena mitako kukunde. Ufindi monkatika ni monka everywhere. Chumete au. Na ndojiri wata ugatoke wadia of course yojo wadia ya strip yojo wadia stay on jau. Ndojiri chonde ikoma. It means Meru yonde ikwa desert. Au nondo chumaira. Ana dhanika bita. Ndojiri finda Meru chumete au.
Really now?
That is the truth. Kuna idima awu idima 21 exactly awu kwenda wekera of course awu kwenda wekera strip awu kwenda wekera strip kuna idima 21
okay kankuri ina abi wako bambere
urando kolera ni baraba hadi ma kuma show ground kuiti monka njirere kutonya kuna maroire kuma show ground monka shubongaro monka njirere tunachele terrorite runde iruno kwenda kweko interview now no kwa idima 21 idima bila bifinda Meru yonde na roje okay dirikare ya dira ya bona kireitu ni ande the meteo babu about 40,000 ya protected babu na era abiyo muntu akwenda kweza ekira state road yau ekira ya strip wau ekira golf course ya wau nonto na ragere kaboka wala kone machabe kila kone anto bagwita koraro tuare tu umeta Nairobi bajoche la golf course yau paketa korara kaboka na kawala we are saying no to that.
Is yours personal?
Golf course
ango gore kedro mantu yo kware ya personal.
It is very personal to oni muito juju ni onje koere. I'm very já tonya muito ndana mono. Ndengo muito jo akoe muntu ake golf course yau ale ya Meru kinya yeje Meru sports club ira yegiri 20 mwaka. We are able to pay. Na area karo 300 club ku. Ike to komba, ike jonge wo komba utonya ku.
Fair enough.
So, that is about the golf course. Airstrip to be and but we have an airport at Isioro. Isioro is 20 kilometers away kuma au wanda waka airstrip. To nengeka uma 10 kilometers away. Airstrip. Nene misused. Na ika nyingi mono. So okaya kodro ogwa kiro kwenda iko waka airstrip dere Meru kagoma is ideal 10 kilometers away. Na barabara ni wewe onge kuma kagoma koja. So the airstrip perfect. So we have no problem. Ba kwenda kutoa airstrip ibato ditheria ije kagoma.
Okay.
It is 10 kilometers away na kwenda kenda kau kenena kwisha disused. To akiro 10 kilometers away is comfortable.
Very well.
Isioro needonde kwa ebwe it is 20 kilometers away. So you can approach Meru from Isioro side no me approach kuma utoroka koma ya strip iko sawa.
Very well.
Wa mucho ndirekeria bwa ngofu ndoru anta kwera bona kechonge. Kwento brome waka ya strip wale sobuiga. It is now being completed. Standard ene nyoteri 5 star. It is nearing completion. I was there no last week utakuona meza yako ukederero it is there. Yanto brome uto mwirigi. So we go 20 kilometers. So that is within the city radius. So tukayakola itokwenda ogu golf course. Tole Meru na twedirikale Kenya muntu ugostura wala kujulia we etwalawa golf course. Etwalawa golf course.
The more the merrier.
We can't have tutumeko da tuena golf course within 10 kilometers of one another.
Why not?
no ngakethera bukorwa na investor wetu investor wetu le abo kuma South Imment
Thank you.
kabukorwa no
Thank you. Thank you.
mwagira golf course yenge mugitone na agite golf course yendo ngiau
Eric.
Yes.
Economic value baita ya kibiashara ireka ikethro iki ya Meru. Humanity na some of these projects ya natia.
Ibaga muno no tugoko watana na agwa na mutegerio weru kichunki na mbuge conversation ni njaga muno na ngwatanire na bona njira mwanya Oscar na ugire at least we na kanya tukwaria mantu ja witi na mbere ingwetekaniria utumite tote aria rwari jaruru Meru rari ndwa na ko tuchokeria nkatho muno governor ora twari na imani akachinjia ndao era rari Meru noe kiure kirango eterete auria priority no tugaga mantu jau is 600
number 600
in priority. Nande nandi kiure kiranga atagara ndi no ntono okuga ka umoni ndo mere siasa na nandi taga manto objectively no ntorande jande mutaalamu weti nambere kintu kyambere ntorande manto jaja tokware nyati ja mandate county government mandate thirikari era yego nani bitute na Oscar nde mubangi maendeleo ya county kintu kyambere tamba kuivia plan ara tukwenda gwikia maendeleo ara tukwenda ja kinyanira ande kira kimbangara tani tiburu ire ideas each on the chira priority especially kuma national perspective that Meru as city no turia tukotaka Meru as a city Meru itakuwa city for Meru itself itobati kutaka Meru as a in the Kenya strategically tukuona Meru ekabwira city kenda to contextualize mantu ja jonte na kenda tuona economic value tutomba kutaka economic value for Meru alone Meru as a city will be a city in Kenya ika 5th or 6th city the 5th city in Kenya na ire nyakethero ne utongere na ngwatino rero eretete this idea itwithirite twina vision 2040 na utiro twa envision Meru kwa city na are kwe perspective kuna tureta no to tomba ko introduce our concepts chite within our development trajectory tukarira miradi twakara tukiringana kibwe kana kibwe ndigite gwitania na overall witi na mbere bwetu ja Meru na ndatega ojo no turandi gitari unterethro ndi thirikari county na rembethrote ndi na imbethrote gitango ge mono na antu babethi braba gwitwa Gen Z ne bakuria very fundamental questions no turatu kwari mantu ja urambe imbeche chiutumika concept iji kethera golf course priority ikethirwa airstrip priority na ndikiuria giki ija kirara ndi kiuria kirato mbago kwa tukichokia kairi no to SGR ni akire kiri witi na mbere bwa Kenya indi SGR eri mubango jwa vision 2030 ira tutigere 5 years kenda tuthiria to yani tukinyaniria ambitions cha Kenya but vision SGR area nere kimiradi weti na mbere ndeba tukuitho muichone twari kwamba kuthondeka agricultural sector yetu kenda era ithirwa vehicle egukuria economy yetu and SGR ito akirendere commit ne gwikia antu Mombasa stare
kuthambira
na itena economic value ikeno nturi mwe unfortunate no to ntakwenda kuonekana yaka kwetera any side buka gethera DCP babo kwa 1 2 term buruga 1 term bangi bara na others mantu jangi but kiuria ija kioto kwenda kuria randi SGR twaka ende tukuthithia ata and that's the question of priority ria tukuga tukaka airstrip na kairi kiuri gikura kia uma ati airport ira Isiolo i airport yomba gututeithikie a number of this na ndi tukareterwo an idea yakareka tuko make up into kenda mbecha tu itumika na twarite mantu ja mengi jara charity control of budget mantu ja budgeted corruption nontu idea ja major strategic decision ethirikari tumba kwa pia tu from nowhere like tutumba kwithirwa au mbere tutararegia mantu ja Meru as a city kwende goroja the latest city Eldoret residents by Eldoret baredore city ajere to natural resource cars na ndiba kwende nya status itwa nontu new realities ichiambite kweja nontu barabe na miunda ku rate gaitia bariuga kinya roji rwaro kurigwa in Eldoret city rate chitete 300% na bete nya kotini kugere seek reprieve erema kurege kinene i nontu rande ta iji tore amiru na nkogoro muno nontu Oscar na kugura ndi tukinyite level guteka manto objective Meru ya agricultural economy itu uteka tunekethera to kwamba ko resolve na tuamba ko support agricultural sectors chetu to atonya ki level ya agro industrialization nontu kwenya project nge kutithu Isiolo tukwirwa ni aggregation park na mbi indi tutambite ku support productive sector nontu randi rangu tegarandi tugetaga infrastructure ni enabler and economic system togachuria this is how we produce who is going to who is producing na distribution into vira kenda tomba kuri ambio uchumi wetu nande au onika conflicted na nteko tega kisiasa ngatega nkona katukutonya ki excitement na twatonyithi antu betu kiri nontu maendeleo ja tukara tukera gikitero ndi maendeleo ja physical infrastructure torwa na mutegeri na Meru kana Kenya generally batega bako na tumto nontu na rakire kirasi uno tukathura kairi inde tutukuri what is the quality of education in that school nontu mtu agwaka kinyomba nyomba inye Ciaca Akî nyenge mono chikuitwa thoko tukaita barabara ne tukaitira thoko Ciaca Akî economic stimulus programs but they are just but money has been spent nande atoka uma na ikiro ndukurande nenda ku represent a new thought process atoka uma tu excitement infrastructure
okay
na ingi infrastructure ingi ibarabara yakwirwa dual carriage kuma gikomene kweja mutindo ikethire tukwetu na na area yani mantu jagweta na mutaratara ni barabara yo batu kwa kuma town with a national international airport na tuitete Nairobi ina nonto lazima tuchurie why this project
but titu toka afford tikiti endeke
nande infrastructure to gane kwa enable economic system sector mantoje to ni now wa kwenye aggregation park ira to kuga toka chokia itobia munda be the process wa na tuikeke airport
so do courage na ba to yetete
ebatu kwetwa yetete kwa Nairobi kana ebatu kwetwa yetete nderiko
nande ulinga ugitha kidogo bona gichunge
you know muthami okay aria mirande some of them no mona conditional grant na conditional grant wira utokunenkira mbeche iji itoke cibitari so ibera mbeche leci yite ni cia woka state lodge cia woka golf course cia woka aggregation center cia woka airstrip and boarea yokwa is not like ieta woka something else kasi eta kuntu kungi so why not accept them
ewe propaganda ewe re menya Kenya itanguwe na mutaratara Kenya county utombari go introduce to idea from nowhere miradi rato kugari taka monitakare tangu nyande ngopinga but lazima tuithirwe tu na congruence eura to kwenda gwita step at a time ekethiri twakire national park na we spent billions of shillings na international airport na eto tethia tuweke international airport to excitement again tukenge kero
airstrip
yani into vipi bitiko work to each other nande kira ke create kigitaramu iritos tijaka tuko create social assets ija ora omba kuthoe na mbecha ukamwa wakangitie ndongi muno gwako gitire tiko kongerene wealth
Tara hakero hospitali ro 5.
No kuona ende tugutumira mbecha ende tukuthithia ata nande tutikuthithia tukathithia cosmetic development
fair enough
Ngiongera bona gichunge mantu ya thirikari jeta mutaratara huu mutaramu akuga na mantu ja thatu uteno jale ndene makuja thirikari they are not in the budget account kana ya central government in fact onda wani boya kangireti ngolwanya kwa mtu hii ni mambo ya kutenga hii ni zuri ya kutenga mantu ya uteno jale maradhi
it's not like biradi yako yo kwa thai
orere kere rwake utenga rwake kwa turingithiro mitwe na imuntu wete tu ona ndo bamero mbwana le bako geogirithia mbaringithania biongo wa state launch wa golf course manto jau jatena budget ya mwaka jotule na uteno thirikari omba gwita all of in the middle of nowhere ita mbeja milioni 500 chida waka kintu gitokarege mpango so ango kura direbo na chunge omba kodero watu karinde imanto ja tutatenga ama tulitenga tukwaria na urotigira auga ndo bibi thwe aito taka tule akatheka kawa but just in case akaya kodwa serious for once no ndomba kodwa guntu kwemwe no ndorande kwena kamoka waka jora biashara no there serious for once angu atirebo na gichunge
nyo karithe ya muthamia ndiribu yaka opinga your party boss Mheshimiwa Gachagua because the last time twarina interview na Gachagua ari deputy president he was in support ya state lodge gwethre yo kwa Meru na uwa yo kwa Meru kenda Meru kinya bibo bari akweno nene so it seems like wonde ribu yaka opinga boss yoku
unto pinga bona gichunge ango ri ukweli
unless he has changed the tune
toleje ya state lodge ya mbere ruri mwakuru etaoka wira na eko amberua antoba state house bajira monka shongrout alia na bajaba radima that acres within the shongrout shongrout is about 120 acres radima that acre alaba ka ya state lodge then a shongrout antorene muito jogiti na para tu era tu aka state lodge ale tu kabodire region tu bokira rami tu achoka to fence shongrout yonde tu bokira stima to the security and everybody was very happy kinyanto bakambagia bantu raitu nduro ndo kambagia tugibwaga muno state lodge ne akwa naba munda leo legitara kawira so ore amantu je umere show ground ya tonde muitone ni tuterezwa non tu adire public participation ya state house ala show ground atori natura mikurukia ende ya kwa within show ground muito jogiti ore show ground ke kaira 120 na bonu ala baka na betegeria na tubalikare benya bakarau kiwege mba kedima na toro to wegero barabara nambi so how it mutated kuma show ground ijo geto ni muito ne no to te koeroa na gege ngo collective ona gijonga bera tuta koraja mo mbiro wata 50 acres ndije na umeta na 50 acres shong
icho to eriro
that is arai ken ki andage na golf course ya 36 hole na nitaja golf lakini mbijengo 36 hole egado ere more than 300 acres
300
yes ken ki andage airstrip egado ena ngurugia 400 acres
why
because ndaga ndeko approach ito moto gumagoro wandeja yiga
it's not like to walk JKA you know
airstrip
airstrip ne walk kwa chende ke light the light
okatagere kaitu airstrip ile kwa kaitu ne kanya
airstrip runway ne the ni so is
so anyway what I'm telling you into bio bita tu bikalinga ne romwe direnda kamuito kala geto kuma golf kuma ocean ground kuitekera chene utero right runde mwanka roire utemutu zokado leo into bio nda biakwa na ndo kwera kaira anchogeria kaire just in case kire muthikiri otra igwa anto kwa ni thima 21 idima bila bifinda Meru ekaitio onde other than kathita uturujo rungiro ya
Okay. Oscar.
na ngwire kuma kathita rujo rwa unge withaira gukuru gwita ina aruri nyarikenu 70 kilometers away so gintu gira itigera ito thima 221 na ituna ndeto kwanda kuthikwa kenda gwako baibu ira chiari au chiari chigene karuji kinyanto ba itikau no baibu nkurugia baibu project ya kana rimu ire au charuji na itina ndiko ruthikwe
Oscar nugu monto
can't work
na kuringana na Erika, that one is even not taking kire mubango your vision 2030.
Ibwa Martin, na I think okay quote vision 2030 maybe Meru vision 2040 actually in one of the drafters va vision 2040 toka eta in that direction then kwe manto inyaza ngini tumba ko identify toka ko iza ko implemented as a tariki vision 2040 no togeria mono kurega ku chi confine mono on kethragi ndo ikiari ke vision 2030 kai ikiari ke vision 2040 na ike kwa implemented kana gite kwa implemented na case in study i municipalities ira chiethiritwo chike ukirua ndene Meru County na kwena reasoning iria kethera i municipalities chikwa upgraded kwena reason egitarea kiraitu murungi Meru Town niyo yari municipality kwa kirua Timao na Maua kubone ambere gutigwa ni ontu bwa local politics so chiokirua Maua na Timao na reason egokeria those two municipalities yari funding ira tia World Bank ira chiko benefit municipalities I think at the time yari around 200 million per municipality na tukezi gutega ira inge na ndi chiethiritwo chikeza mubangone zo gukirua kugethwa kuona nkubu na I think Lare na Mikinduri na interest ya kuukiria kethera i municipalities ici iko make sure that kethera imbecha ira chiraiza na World Bank ndira Meru ira mukaira 200 million ndo bakwithirwa ina one municipality chiethiro ichikinyere 7 that is 1.4 billion shillings na mbecha ichi chieza ki municipality kethera is Timau ka kethera Mikinduri ikethirwa ikibenefit infrastructure ire surrounded Mikinduri without kwa spilled over irwa tinande kwina ngoinge bati kurita outside of Mikinduri daizi tokatega objectively Meru Town ira tu ineona arua te Meru Town 5 years ago tukenda kwa objective
True.
na some of these small programs ichi kuthithwa kethera ikabro ichi gwikirwa mjini Kisip kwena program inayo kuthithia barabara chiana ingi ichi kuthithwa na Nkunia barabara ichi gwikirwa kabro naza milimani those road networks is some of the benefits irachi kuwezania na ku uplift these
Municipality.
so oni ndomba ku disagree nini na assertion ekuga ati kethera gindu gitari ke vision 2040 ati kitibati kuthithia ate kiria oni ngutega aza nkari think corner i disconnect ya communication that is what I am seeing disconnect communication irezirariko that ogono kwande ku implement gintu Martin na kia kara kwa implemented wezite ku implement arandi so utiramba ku engage mbele wa boega kintu kio kwande ku implement na ataki kuntethia so by the time ukwiza ki oni na ndo mbira kwande ku implement kintu giki already kuna deficit ya trust na eu no the biggest issue area the political and the ruling class baba atikuamba ku handle that thaire okwenda kuthithia gintu geria kithirwo gikarize kakiumite nthiguru antu agikaraje gakiumite iguru gikeza impost ni onto anytime mwananchi akuigwa zeka gintu gikwa impost kirwethirwa kibui ka gitebui kukethwa kwina resistance.
So Muthandi kambori atiri. You see, looks like ciaca ici ciukumite kiri mirandi iji, some of them ni just for political purposes, especially babwe ba DCP because bore opposed kire thirikari, so boko oppose mirandi yothere, especially kethora ni kwetanurwa thirikari.
Bwana Gichunge, batwe tute oppose thirikari for the sake. Mtu Ruto, personally is my friend. And he has been my friend egitarire muno. In fact, Meru atare mo jolongi ninka. Kinyare ntore inda mu introduce ke Ruto. I hope he is reasoning. So Ruto mo jolo kwa, we have been friends very close for a long time. Na muije. Na bara batara muije myaka were pa ko mumanya.
So muije ata mo jolo ku.
Oli muije de muntu omba kwetikia.
Still is your friend.
But you see, kinyawa wana ndo tumo jolo kwa. Na tokendelea kwa jole, irrespective of Muntozo amo kwera tere para batera muije ndo ninya kuranta muringire. Ndere ndu muntu.
Na imo jolo ku.
Yes. Because ndamenya muntu na adu ikitira ndera ndu.
What kind of friends do you have?
To menya bweta bokagea jole na muntu. Na ebo wetete jole ne borea ukamwerewa. No te mwera to kwaje kwa jole. Bokerera kwa jole ginyu kikitata. We mumenya. Ninta mwere kura. Nda campaigna against him. Nonto bakodo muije too well. Na bara batera muije ja wowe iboro mmenyere. So batu ya DCP kintu kimaneti ya Ruto. Mbere mtu weteketi kintu kitemeko bagina good intentions cha mwananchi. Nonto bantu ya ndio ya viveti gumashi, gumasho. Kuma skuru, kuma mbi, uteke ntoke ya agena kuma magoti, mantu ya jonde ne anti people. Na hii to weze kia oro basanda ni atere agea great love for Meru community.
Ndio.
Awarana kwa nototedia. Na airstrip, na golf course, na state road. These things they can only be prioritized. No be really from no be on top of the Meru agenda. It can only be done for his personal benefit. Not because of nanto akwanda ba Meru. No nto ko kinyadara mutaramu na guwa golf course ne ina to baite kare ta meka nambi. But why na tera ere por ote kuruka level 5 ya kuruka mieje mutaramu guwa ya kokuma eje ya duokale jue ya guma yangali town
level 5 ni wakwa ne witithwa nkathi. President tukwira etete Meru na berere duokare nje okwa ya kuma kumene ukinya Meru poli. Na wire duokare jenge okwa ya kuma makutano ya Mwea ukinya Meru. So we can chew as we walk.
But even as we debate issues chia golf course, airstrip na state lodge, itogeri as much as possible kurega ku mix issues. Yonto ko totibatina nde ko muchongo uga throwing out the baby with the bath water. Itobati kugeria mono ku avoid ku condemn nande kila kitu kira gikuthithia either for political expediency or for whatever reason. Totibati kuthukia dual carriage irwethirwa nizi town kana yumite Mwea. Totibati kuthukia ndarache nithi to just for political reasons. Benefit kukeza kwithirwa traders baga koromone market ibetere na ba engaged on the need ya koromone market kwa sanitized. Either a better market, then we should not as well condemn the koromone market ne onto itoko miuraniria nae
no president
ora wera na ndio rigwataniria nkano na makamba bionthe na ndio rendi kugwata bionthe utezaniria nare tutibati ku downplay the fact that level 5 hospital ya Meru ne ko need elevation iwe kwa elevated na kuge another hospital Meru iria ka elevated to a level 5 ni onto twina issues serious twina issues cia health twina issues cia traffic jam cia town they need to be resolved and itie isolated citikeheze kuikanirua na mantu zaria zangi tukurwazo gutwikana ndi twakara ikurwa na one issue and for the record Onimbize state ya mito ya Meru. I know the state ya mito ya Meru.
What is the state?
It is dire.
Yet
The last time turare Marimba, oni ndogere 14 kilometers. I walked most of it, but in the 14 kilometers kevarine keu.
Thank you for
yes.
You are not about to over.
Actually,
For the clarification.
oni nda save aga muito zu. Na indonere kinya mo ena shortcomings ire are na chio. There's one thing agerete kuthithia very positive. Katika university, Meru University, Marimba campus na muito kwena majani. Zara za Nyayo T-zone. Na reason ne majani zarea yari ugoona we beyond majani zau. With Rowize you on the forest. Na muenkadha hizi Nyayo T-zone iria ibafa ya kuprotect mito. But Martin tuko tonya muito nezuria. And I want anybody and challenge. Mite iria tukuona ya andi muito ne Mount Kenya forest is mite iteomba kwithirwa ikurite on its own. Te indigenous. Kou mito eze yetu ni kuringa biashara baraba kuringa biashara kuibo tote kumenya ibao. Yonto for extensive species iria to akurugerete muito nezu tuona mite blue gum ntegwetekia ko blue gum ikurite Mount Kenya forest on its own na no gwitogethera
nyenge natural ina mite indigenous ikwenda kuitangwa kenda state launch
yo kwa na indigenous neo ureoka roenda gukwira kinyaza is aza bulk emite irio kuona indigenous injire rero gukuruka na lami tonya mito nendene Martin kinya muito zuzu au crossera showground weta kumira kiratsen tonya mito nendene if we want to be gutwikana ndika to serious kato kwanda iko kwariria conservation ya mito itoe na ndi genuine buru kutwike kinya zara za kuendelea beyond zara to kuona na metho izethro inyazo za ki addressed na kushoniria oni kwezara ne onte kwenda yura tukathithia lump sum condemnation ya projects ito discuss o unkuga ikuthiro kuna conversation
as we discuss Oscar I think ito wete kinya gwitho tukiariria priorities because for example bo Erika kuwa SGR yokerwe mbere ya twamberia kwerekania the agricultural sector nontu ngari cia mwanki cia SGR cia batio kama ta mirio for export chitete either Mombasa kana chitete Nairobi or transit. So where are our priorities? Because it looks like tuite moteku Meru.
Correct.
Eric ni economist. Iko arena cost benefit analysis. Ira ya thithitwe before SGR ithithwa ni economist ba Eric na twire nonto ni economist ibi bategete. Number 2 onite zokia SGR urekari na ndembuga nonto SGR ide draba na ndemeke side by side na duokariji kwa proposed katikati kama kutano za moya na Meru ewe go compare machungwa na maribu.
It will not be because for example katu wiki ruare toredia ntarede nara ntareni na obeta chemario nara. So it will be there is nothing that the government has done kuhakikisha ati iriubi kinyani nibi kuingia kana murimi na kuona faida kinya nkoroki kenda barabara ye kinyo ethro yene tumi nkoroki ni ati murimi ethro na ku produce more so that kwethro kwena kinya value ya barabara ye do courage is a good thing especially kile babwe matoka Nairobi like every other day. So it's important, yes, but economically kire nthiguru ri ikethwa yitethia, so say for example murimi wa irio ya mutethia bwana atia
are murome
mbeca ici cia duokari tiarega kwaka duokari. Will it be converted into agriculture?
it should be.
It should be. Planning. But nade etera kiria oni kwenda kiria kwenda iku differentiate. Ikiuria very simple. Tore ariria duokari na buru thaizi urenda kuga kintu kiria mainly to kwariri go transport mariko. But that is besides the point. Te marigo agitu Meru igwikia.
Of course.
Igwikia Nairobi.
You can just an example.
So ukateka the overall benefit, a connectivity. Kinya barabara iria ni mitigana na duokari. Kinya barabara iria ni antu bauga batu to thitheria barabara. O thithia barabara a number one. All these other things. Nyonto kintu no kiume mutu atendene na haria. Kige kinya maoa ikigere goro ni untu barabara kwithirore kika ikari. Na kukeza kwithirwa kuna proper transport network. Basic barabara. A lot of inye trade area ku happen katika Meru na Nairobi improved by a great mile.
Eric Eric bere ya muthamia Eric biratiri you know sometimes tomba kwithirwa tukiringie tuma na we might not be understanding, but biratiri what should come first ibibati kuthiata bingi you need you know ya kwithirwa twina barabara kenda yeta kuira something mutuati kana barabara ye kenda onjorithia nabo bona barabara ya weta you know kuanda ketha ni tubetete kuanda
ipo kama no bwana Martin na go kwa rumono na focus ira nene iko are mega projects miradi na ndenda guteka trajectory na ora Kenya yumite monkatha agency bakurira nonto there is no job opportunity nonto iwi yo microeconomic elements to tegare to kware manto cha economy kenda turithithia manto cha chandike kenda to tackle issue ra nene twenio youth badge na employment na to koria nonto ja maingi jari twene ana siasa bono nonto manto jara wo mono manto ja Asian tigers na tutera ona an African tiger na manto ja chonkoni mono ni tujeniki ndigoro ja Malaysia at independence to the same level but na nike wathana nonto Oscar akware manto ja priority municipalities na what did Malaysia ni ata Malaysia ithire mwanya na Kenya Kenya believe na manjo to kware ja town urban development waka mabarabara town do carriage monka in East Africa ituje can we have the biggest city nyomba Ciaca during independence to akirwa KICC major projects to that one are very beautiful towns but Malaysia, what did Malaysia do? Malaysia yetere mashinani yamba ku form non to at in between 1960 na 1980 that's when we messed our agricultural sector to mess aja ko ijikene coffee so in Malaysia they went and built roads, irrigation system in the rural areas non to when that is our productive side to that when ambecha na to create the productive side towns will grow naturally and they grew in Malaysia but I Turuga now we prioritize additional municipalities. Ikienda tuteka agembe chia World Bank. Wateka our main agenda tiko wako na economy our agenda tuna kabro within towns.
Yeah, because we need itobati kwetho twena town in the anyway.
Which is okay. But what will sustain this ikeno ntumonka inyato akakwa bro. What is the economic activity? When we are living reto kware mutuate turarira mantu ja agriculture ira we neglected extension services so muremi arire makivi yake na inkoenda ku disagree completely na the idea that plants are not necessary that non to idea no ejerenjeru tugatiga plan tukathithia into kirake ejira because kitumikira plan kuthithwa kwininya order itonete mantu ja maingi department ekathithia ruji electrification pipe alafu ingi barabara ekeja ekathithia ata nontu bonthe bakuthithia nontu ilazima development ithirwe inari ilazima development ithirwe iteni kuibutu kuthithia rero gwaka nyomba wambagia na musingi nontu bwa sababu sasa ugiakaga kwina ugekira pipe chai cha ruji lambi ende kethirwa okwaka mansonari agaka alafu tuje twite ruji baadaye ilo tukatha twina maendeleo jateteni. That's the reason tukuga atiri na kuga economist wathithirie cost benefit analysis SGR but ankwere mano ntu buga yosko tamya one of the reasons I resigned as an economist in the county we would do plans but the politician arrange akavivia akachange kuringana na political wave expediency ikino ntu kona thaishi we have to a new agenda, complete new agenda kinyanthe kurwe Kenya etekwelwa na imbecha scarce resources ketha no kuga dirikare kreto na tumite mbecha cha kuthithia bamboo in the forest that was money spent tuje tuchiambure because of a new agenda non to eterigiri. We have to be very coherent.
You know, let's first kenda tu kidhimu ndenda kuria atiri first tuambire na musingi woku waira. What do you think we need those amenities as a county?
Of course, what comes before the other. Your issue a priority. Into Canberra before there any development development plan. You need to do into a spatial plan. Kinyawa kuka gora munda no nto Oscar Murimi omwega muno. Okajokia munda no ambaka kuthithia plan okamenya aja ni oro icho kathagana. Alafu kinyambere wambia gwaka okamenyera ndeaja nio nkathithia ngethwa ndira nyomba kwa store lazima tuthetuna spatial plan. So kinyaki Kenya kwina spatial plan tukamenya agricultural zone iriku nonto economy yetu nio economic system yetu nio etio kabisa kendara ndi twamenya this an agricultural zone na agricultural zone ejiri ne mbike theri kawa kendara thirikari ke Ministry of Agriculture kubanga mantu ja kawa twamenya mbechi geta mbichi ai cha kawa ketha ituje ni zone yai tukamenya mbechi geta uriku kendara ndi tutega agricultural sector tito araia semantics cha production na into kumara twangetwaka barabara yumaria tutekomenya quality tutekomenya quantity how are these farmers doing it no mantia jonde cha border kinyake challenges ito kwa recha healthcare how are mibeto bare rematia to a lot of chemicals that to dina issues cha cancer because we have left farmers alone under dictates cha multinationals baraba kuendia mandawa pa kuendia B. So when that system is not working our young people will not get jobs no kuona na infrastructure echo ndo tokaja chunya waka market kwa barabara ikethwa chera nkwethere is social assets itethwa cha economic wealth creation
betekeri kidogo tu tukithimo alafu piriti kwina rono tukubwithiritwe ni muthuri rwina kariba kambakia na arakwamba muthamia bakiariria mantu ya state lodge I will need to tukithikira akariuba kambakia kwethira iba kwatanira muthamia mantu ya state lodge na mbere yao kire Facebook. Speaking of priorities, people should know the initiative of a mega project of whatever caliber does not mean the other needy areas must be stalled. There is money allocation for every unit and sector. Construction of a golf course or a state lodge, for example, in Meru County, does not mean the health sector is undermined or the agricultural sector is shortchanged. Where there is no corruption, there is enough money to spur economy and health benefits to the common mwananchi. I'm relate DCP strong criticism of any project as meeting chaired and run by hyenas. You don't expect any vegetarian solution. Ni two-term, Mutuma fresh term, ni Dennis Kithenji. Simon Mungeri Arua, we also need a railway line that can ease the transportation of livestock from the neighboring counties to Nairobi and other bulky consignments to the market. Most of our tea factories can transport tea to Mombasa faster and at a cheaper price. Kukethwa kwina railway. Newton Mutethi Aruria, who is constructing a dual carriage way and where. Simon Mungeri akawa dual carriage will spur the economic growth of Mount Kenya counties. Farmers will deliver their farm products to markets in good time and avoid delays that may cause losses. Tampering with the Nyambene forest will lead to desertification and kill the water catchment areas. Honorable Alaji Mwendiarua, kudos Oscar, you are doing politics proud. We are doing politics proud. Let people discuss, not out of political divides, bias, but out of facts. Mheshimiwa Alaji. Simon Mungeri Arengia, there is no way a state house can be built on the Kenoru ASK show ground. This was an attempt to grab a public land. Another dangerous scenario is to clear forest cover in Nyambene Hills to build a state house. This undermines the government call to fight climate change and presidential directive in increasing forest cover across the country. A state house in Meru County to serve what purpose? This is not a priority, but an attempt to harvest natural trees for commercial purposes. Aaron Nabwana salimia viongozi sana, especially Oscar. He is articulating as it is. He is technical and scholarly in approach. A fine Meadhene Boys product, but do we say? Where and Meru is steadfastly recovering from drama and political abracadabra witnessed from previous regime. Twasonga mbele. Paul Mutethi Arua, in Meru, I think we are having a misplaced priority. Let Ruto build first the promised dual carriageway, tarmac or the roads inside Meru town like those in Koje, which are pathetic and disconnecting to Meru town to bring the city picture. Complete the sewerage being built first, connecting at Rwanyange. Kwenongino kuarua ni delay gwetarua watching kuma Meru Roiriro Rawad show iko sawa sana. Katu ikithimu idhatu. Hello Weru. Weru hello. Hello. Narua riba idhitu kwenda kukithimu as many as possible. Kenda tuwa tukibwa nawe kinyawa maoni yaku. Hello Weru.
Okay, wimbi tawa Isaac.
Hello.
Hello, Martin.
Hello?
No, Mbibwa.
Sorry?
Hello?
Oh, okay.
Hello.
Karibu sana mkulu turare nao.
Uri arina Isaac Berevi.
Karibu sana Isaac.
Okay, nketheri biongozi baubare yau.
Bauketheka sana, habari ya Ntobeto Kiongo.
Ntobeto Kiongo isawa.
Karibu.
Okay, maoni yako kuhusu interview birera Nairobi okwe. Na being kwenda kundifa na one economist ure au. Kuibinda yubakiwa kwe kintu kiomba kuiba kitiki budget teoma. Of which it might be true. It is not in the budget. But my question is Talanta Stadium ni wokwa. Was it in the budget?
Kuichichi atholi inkaisi ya Talanta Stadium.
Good, but ni funditwe from somewhere else.
Yes.
Ndio?
Yeah.
And tutibatu it and directly to the budget. Kutwike ndi anything that is not in the budget. I no lazima kintu kiko ki budget ine kenda kiethiatia.
But of course, no more ke budget ine kenda kibwithika.
But in other sources ye finance to for example kithi onto yangulo fund usikweya.
All those are factored in the budget.
Okay. Ende kamburi kiuri kimu. Tuki akwethura kwina state loan kwenda wokwa. No ke akweva kwina airstrip kwenda wokwa. For example the gentleman at the center. Our airstrip ni kwenda 400 acres. Na nyuki ara kwina airstrip. Na bwethe ibo miona abo kiloketa for example bwetete saindi senyeri. Ni eka mana yana yara.
Muthami aria atwira.
Mea ende kwe kintu tubati nyoke va membi kwina knowledge gap between ke antu baba kuelezana. Utibati kuoya mantu yorongo yekira unaweri kunjustify that ni urongo kenda uwa muitho yukaito kuma siyu wapi tukirasel. No nto ende tu inaisio loara ure street. Kwanjere nyani international airport. Ndendo mbire kithe kairi kamana yana. No nto kamana yana ikintu kinene. Indi tu atukueleza Meru no nto kuona ya time ya kuroma TV ne tukuthikiri twinde. Kutibati na oya advantage. Kutwigende wa justify nyorongo no nto tuteona kanya kakuringa thimu twinde kana kweya twita twagiu.
Thank you, Isaac.
Kintu kia kimumba kuwa mati ni atiri. However, mati tumba kuwa kwena priorities ingi tiumba kuwa hiyo good kiantu ba Meru. Kui kintu bumba kuwa kiomba kuya neither a promise then let us judge that person irake yake batu turomba kura na promise ira atwikire. Tumurandure nyo lakini ukare ako make promise ire turi yombire ne onto kuri ompa kura na tanda kwetheria.
Okay.
Lakini ukiago thoko yombiro wa mbetheria level 5 yume level 6 neke akure akumbika ukiago yondo makura au kamba ati ogwira wewe murongo nonto nombirire kintu fulani mbati utethi atia ukekyo ndirona mawa stadium na wire ni yite woko injeshi nte kumethe kwe budget kana ti mbati promise wekire wengwa ukiago ibota mekira promise yu na tanke aringi mbe mbanjiri okuura nyo kana ngi ku ibinga witia ende ibe batwire onto iba DCP iriwe iteoka state loan ikea yo ke cancer center okwata ibe batwire tutikwenda ndukari maybe uruto atoka ndukari lakini batu toya tukabwisi kintu fulani tuizo tukemenya bitu kodhima abio atongori baba iki upinzani na baba idhirikari ya ni promises sio.
Thank you, Isaac.
Yeah, ibu tukwenda ki but ke onto ya bibu kwarira sibi na nya bimbu bakwarira ke dhirikari eto na MCA baraba ikuo at least iba tutethia atiri mati no nto itukumenya kinya Malaysia na Singapore bakuira actually yanjiri na umashinani ibete kithi onto yankubwara ura to materialize manto ya industry yake yakweva tukabwithi industry na tombe kubwithia industry ya irio nonto inobi kuma at least kinya antubatu kwa bateandiki baba ingi bakona ngwini ki industry sira bae yake rutere rurungi kithiro egembe bauri nyo industry ngira bakomya atiri bakona raw materials sira baomba kukiria cio o maeneo kutwege itugukira weta kitia ni bekire manto ya makandamia ni arimi bankandamia industry usiki akubwithu at least ithatu tieri kwa address manto ya kwandikwa maybe within our county ya mbotethi vijana baba uturanjirene binkera ke baba ko bakuita ko baba kura ta ino ntitu kwanjiri ko register kura royu antu ibete bayuki kura sio betere election ikinye then ende njanji mtu na issues munjanji mtu na birethetie na tiwito munjanji nonto imto siyo saindire ko weba ko na affiliation we no affiliation ite utethiro uyu hapana tuite na affiliation iro kuona affiliation wingi akuringara kura antwa maybe ndaomba kuona industry ya kuinyamira yethu njuisira tutwire kuigwa maratasi tumione maua kana lare kana kongi.
Thank you.
The same case na kongi. Thank you Martin.
Asante. Okay. Atu wiki ngimwe. Hello Meru. Hello. Hello. Hello Meru.
Hello Martin.
Oui.
Martin.
Oui.
Nugui.
Kabisa mukuru tanga we.
Nyantina zino eta mwenda munini kumatere chenga.
Karibu sana mwenda.
Akeberia korba we na bauma.
Ba uketheka.
Ndebe Martin. Mbere? Kambare je mantraste pilongi na ngof. Martin mingu kwa DCP ya investment yao. Lakini acha DCP tongera tiga chaware. Ibo tera kivea kwa gachawa kwena ngof. Na kwa yani kwena state launch Martin. Barenda batie. Amer wao kairao. By tanyiri. They all, but still to remain but remain our colonies. Kutweka batu to ato wetana. Me matininya rira na tikaru to ato rera isitu. Koke ya raisi bange. Kuna makosa yako. Amero bezra baita state lonjio arora show ground. Nukona matini.
Yeah.
Manto yango. Antu ibareke kweze manto mainge mito ete rama tinia ete raki zoka mwizo tika yo kuremwa antu iba kurema mwizo lakini aba kuremira metera matino lakini kwa ya oma antu barote mete bari maira onto muntora atora kwilia kamote karaga tikorokora in the name of kuremira aba kuremira mete kaba kumenyera mete ote mete menyera matiniza kubete kirobo kuma mwizo na kurema umemeteu etekora nete endelea onto muntora ke yari mekize mwa yura ye kunekela to mete tora barandete tuengofu ya kwa matini tika kwero kwe any institution yomba kweya ere create employment kwa twenda kana tore nyanga kaira chizi atana na nto barabo chera ngof no kabona abio bya kore na bya kunyo no kona no kaba kore tenya tu arrest ya matini no kona matini etanyere kwena ngof ere antoamo ite nara weta kamaki inya keze ate thirikari matini ibyo to batiwa ekeza yenye de ya Meru kanete nangi ya matini ankwere o supporti gachewa sema kosa babo mo supporti lakini katwe real katwe twari o mabura bodi oni atere mtora atike bati enda na inya kakanya mantu ya mtu arewa kwario arachawa kuwa imantu yara wengwa akumenya yatibui lakini akamua tu kuletera kia muntu na kuivia kona kia mene kila kia DCP nonto kwaria umama tini kuyotwera tukabudira gento geko ete ko make sense no mwa oni kanja ukweta onge kwakirwa nyumbe iyo kawanga akirwa na uwano akirie ku no kona so matini anto ba ibambe bari laki nyato kare wakirwa state loan dire matini ete taya kwa accounting no kola wa matini so bila tukona katuyukie baya dato matini ngu ko bakiwa anga bypass anga nini matini gento kira kireo nyanto baya omia kiongo matini okay ya Meru town kuna bypass ire unkuma ira kiro ine ke oturira na kwenu eke oturira ara ora ni Meru tekniko no tirima na turera yetrete Meru town ye na merete au direne makutano na kwena bypass bombo utumira nara weta ate ukaniga jam tukona turera yumete kenja onto yunkumere nyara kaga eyo kemba bypass yora tuinya for example ete komenge eyo kemba bypass ire kwena mira nara iti ya koromone yeto turera yetembene no koko nezi ate njirere ku ya makutano ya town center no kwana
So sometimes ni antu bongo bari aumia kiongo te kwezira tutumba tutena bypass iri nyingi kwewe area au kimolke au town yao yiterete mwandanto au njire nukona nyayongo ne ko reduce congestion wata oramati ni wokumera au nyume ko au no njire area ko reduce congestion lakini antu nukona mati eta ogoro kinyao police post police station one kwina jam ilali njirere njuma ekuyotorire gorwao kwikana imbere kanini ao kona njire witina ngari lakini kwa antu bate kwenda otumira akiri bete nyanjire iretu kunia antu amero kabare ao mechiongo na antu abare ao mechiongo itureke kwezia ka otenjire ingirio.
Thank you Mwenda, asante. Wow. Hello Meru. Well, today I think we spill some knowledge and wisdom. Hello, Meru. Hello.
Hello, Gichunge.
Oui.
Habari kumukuru.
Unimbu kabisa.
Unimba girite buru.
Dan.
Mwita ndani kuma githongo.
Karibu.
Mwambere kethi akurobau.
Ndoketheka.
Na botara mami robo dongi buru. Mwambere uni ndenda gwita na njira yo kwenda second njira akimukuru ni kiuga atiri. Ojo Meru kwirwa isi ase no tisi ase na Meru iri. Ni antu ni atongeria bara bengiro bombe. Bakwenda gutonya siasa ne kaibo botonya siasa ne bagatonyibia leaders ka batonyibia ngavana siasa ne na iliari ngavana ate siasa ne. For example Gichunge. Kawera nengirwe. Kategwa nengirwe. Nande antu babo bairi bo bakuja na kiama kia DCP no njake ya kiama kia we. Kuone dia dhati aja Meru maendeleo janga na mutuma kuromba kategui. Na ene onko ulia nyanko nkio kuoraye na nkio uraye nya panelist bo bara ubeje banchokerie. For sure. Kawera akedo mwenga bara dhai. Akero kwina state house ejete ko akedo akiwa ko state house ejete kwa Meru. Karalia. Aya, toba bangibe kiamenekia DCP. Umunya nonto no eletie kukana wo mezeka tuwe mezeka kamunya. Bakero kwina state house ejete kwa Meru. Varega. Nishale kuone mu Meru atiri Gichunge. Teka antu baba korwana na ngava na mutuma kateka uga agwisiaza si Meru. Abakorwana maendeleo jara mutuma kureta kenda mutuma tika influence ke mashinani kana intobi ke bitekeje byaka mwana inti kenda beja dira bakeja bezo bireta. Lakini ndenda kubera atiri bonde atiri Gichunge. Zai mu Meru naracha nukire. Zai mu Meru ojo tora weta kawira kaya makobokobe atoka akamwa muringeti atoka akamwa mandibuti na intobi binga moja alafu akamwina akezo mwera ampekura. Mu Meru unacha nukire Gichunge. Na mu Meru rewe Meru zai mu Meru reo kwenda maendeleo. Narwa inko dioronkete ke kwa inyante teera tu ege tu ali ya kuliunga kudikera evera ungava na mutuma kwero kana u atongera kwero evera ngaundi kwenda tutam kana kwenda mutuma Gichunge. Ito kare bore aja ange ko kare na PS bana. Kanisa ero joli bange bakara kaja be kare nkuru kiengrie ko Gichunge. Na ntobara wakare au bonde de kare batutam na ndo dikiranto weta to tonya no tunde kare ndene antu kayo bakiuga batwe kira to kwenda imaendeleo kira to kwenda itutam wewe intobito kuona te one time ya uba kwenda tubatevia bona kira batale bakubona kira bagire so Meru baromera na barenda maendeleo Gichunge sekendele nabo mwisho Gichunge ngaba na mutuma chiometie buru no kataka vai vere ni zile Meru. Bojero wataka investors bondi bare zile Meru. Nangava na mutuma ate kuona torono ntuboka na Meru Gichunge. Na MCA ibara wasanire bonde ugatega for example ni share ndongi tega ayubu bundi bagwatanire cha mutuma baretete MCA bonde bakenya baretete aja Meru kuma kimeke Jumatatu gichunge kimeke mokionde Ewe ni share kuona ni ngwatanire ndongi kiri atongeria na ni share kuona ni Meru ni rabwire na ndebo mpomba kwera ngavana kawera na former ngavana kawera na mpomba kwera ubangi kawera abati umenya utegerento atigira nyuma kira kiomba ku mucyo kiagitene 2027 munya ngamwere utegerento atigira this time round negi tariage mbere abarete kulige chunga movement yone pare opozitira mashinani pari uga gai movement ngorete kundi na movement era karere agite nyaka mugwanja nusu tiganya na karere yetu miaka 5 na ndenge gitari nan era mbere chunga le kore kundi na bacho tuliuga twakare mutuma eri ariko na as long as no tratra mandro gichunga Meru bacho tutine ni turiko kanolipo Nenga basendika iba umyana rubambira kwaturanga kanyo bakigwanga mutumanga no kwandika bakaba akwere sendika yeho abomba kweza kuwa itonge tande akwandikwa paije ngwatana basande na mutumya kali yake kira kero atongira bondi bae mutumya kanya aitangube nikela 27 tumakira mutumya ulinga na kuwiri tete
thank you asante thank you one last one Enkwe hello Meru Well, hello. Hello, Meru.
Hello, bana songe.
Yee. Hello.
Uno mwa munene.
Kabisa nchamba awe.
Ani bulu mutanoti aye.
Oriwa ate mukuru na meambo mikai.
Wite kwa ni wataje to ina ya betori tani ko ku magamba ndo ku kwa sana ndo kwa kiti kya ko na Meru.
Yes.
Ubera Meru nde yore ndo mutuma ni mulungu tuleterewe mutuma na kuona ni maendeleo yani yatone kana kuma munyari kwa miaka 5 uti maendeleo tuone ndo na mutuma tuko intai mukawira na mulungu ende bade ke college mutuma ndo tukako ndo kulia Meru menya ande eto city Meru eto city menya ba tu tukura na ante bade ke mutero na mundo kwa na itunge Ukia apache mwaru wana muntu takwero amenya wowe kuponga. Toka jai kutumpatia. Ende baba ndo mutumpia lakini mutuma nari tengweke nuntu no toka kura. Mutuma jao macha makiri ko hawa kura. Takike za mtu ipate kwenda ruto. Ndo baka mutuma kura nuntu mutuma na ko bangui. Ende ba tu na tiba mutuma kanya atira Meru ngwe nuntu atenda kipendeleo bila kiriko. Bau na ora kwa yune anto abatenda kuona maendeleo benda kulia na anto tu bapatulungiti nabo anto bakulera na benda kulia batulungiti anto atenda anto bakulia ende ni ngo inko na bumu tuma ke tangwe na nya muno na ni muntu muno na itangura bakebake banyo amuru matu kulia ende baba ke bai rumi na bona bakirare de bamunya baba dia bai nete kirare de iba kire ki bone ngwe kiritwa
thank you Kobia Asante. You know, kiure kire kidene mbomba kwethwa kiura cia muthamia ni burirwa na maendeleo nontu ni Ruto retete kana you genuinely bukothetera mwito
wanachunge mbambiri kuga tiri nanchokeje kaire for clarity watu tuna problem na maendeleo itokwanda maendeleo watamumeru ule ongi lakini tunaenda maendeleo ya bangi na yatekorwa na bila tuena vyo for instance tuena mwito joto na ngoria jwe ndima 21 tubangire maendeleo yatekothukithimba vyo
katuibe kuma kire kariba bakambakia
tia ndire tu para batana de nabo kwa batepete itukwenda state launch na ni ero kadate yale we have no problem with that ni ako eni gatonya mwito ne mitengita kugitwa kendi kianda na tukuwa kile 10 kilometers na kingi kile 20 kilometers zero na kagoma we want that itwe kero barabara ito ni level 5 maendeleo tukujenda na babu mucho mkwere bona kichonge ni ntako mina manto ja ngaba na mutuma ja uma non to batwe kero aliro turu ni lamba ri kuma ja tuno tura wata ngaba na mutuma ngaba na mutuma we want them to be given time to do his work neri that way dango ge we can't judge him.
Hii ni mocha ngo Ciaca actually.
No, ngo iti chiawe hii ngo icha kasongo.
No, to actually. See the other day actually no trimanire na PS Omito. Itonga mwambi niyo batirimanire niwe na beta bona mwitho na rakubatire kwa airstrip page and so okay akwitho no kuwa no support oritingwe mutuma and then fighting ngoira tete then
na kinya kethera ndi ngumo support bona mutuma governor atemenya kuweja I impose a project nyamunya the incoming governor tiga bawa kwa nau incoming governor munya na agereri gwaka golf course ara showing ground na nyamare jare goro ara kuri wenyeji it failed ko tuli watere
it did not fail you rejected
we rejected
yes
by the way that proponent in the golf course within the showing ground and the entire problem na nyana ndeka da showing ground yeje aya showing ground yeke keza no goro ku golf course ntana thina lakini 1000 ne akho ntana thina ko bona gichunge na Meru imuitone kutonya muitone kuita muito kara katigerara na kuinga idima bila 21 bila bifinda Meru. That's my problem only.
Very well Meru ya kariba kabakia please
manto ja nyomba yewe gakwa na kana bisi gakwa batu ento bakamba keto ka faindika mono ana beto bakona nguge njira cieto igeta bwega na ikyo tokuga batu tutakwenda kwa antu banyuma nande kaire
twina kieni gwa state lounge aja no yega kwa na mobisi za kwena kenda tuona ana beto bomba kwandikwa tewe koro anene beto ibato me batu to epara ndeci tukaraja marai muitone
itone itwakiro state lounge abatu to ana beto bona nguye gwita
kwethira tureterwa state lounge aja kamba kia kiki kiama turenda obwira state lounge te muito tukugitangwa state lounge office ya ACK yombeta kweja na mundaja state lounge yomba gwakwa
kariba kabakia kwenu
bari ari obona na ndobau indobyo ndivya kwa within the shongra au metegiti olende utowe na thina bo gitu bona gichunge na ndekwira
so who said state lounge ro kwa mwithone
iraimu na batonya mwitone bena PS na beta bathima tubatakete metho u kuma showing ground baite monka krachen tubatakete na ngwira bunge bora gichunge ngwigwa ndo wange bakiuga kwena airstrip Nyeri na UK na bori kaingana uri nkwirire into bibyo the biringaneri golf course airstrip na iwe ngembio na state lounge golf course na obyo bitatu view ibikwa at least 400 can do get
that is not true and you know that
do get tonga birekaneri
nyabire kaneri biteko yeka mana yana
bigatuka biteko rekanero golf course yonka get at 6 all ni kwenda yeka magana
Oscar
I have contrary opinion na facts inquiry tana golf kidogo
okay
incidentally
huko ma club
na bita Embu Golf and Country Club barabara nera wina mi kiritiri uroko invest in that golf course arithia 18 holes and that piece of land ni onto indori is less than 50 acres less than 54 for 18 holes na orianto bakwenda kwetheria atinandi menya oni Martin kirango irairwa sana ko deal na public especially pa Meru whether okidila na antu be quite enlightened na mbuga wengwa no ko bear witness from the kind of feedback you're getting from people kinyake thrai to kukarandhiaza patui teatika to more informed than bo some of these people are more informed than nyabatu na no kuigwa mantu za mweza rava kwa highlight and it is true that kwena ya strip ira tuizi ne onto Isiolo na ni it's an international airport it is a part of that land Isiolo county is engage side Meru county na it is a carriage ira international airport Isiolo occupied So we know the commensurate space area ya strip yomba ku occupy. Na barabe familia na golf courses. Kinyoge through tu uta visit golf course. No kumenyete thero ro Rwanda ati thero flat. No. Just area holes tire no thero clear. The sides utenoti ku interfere nae. So kinyake thera itoko thithia poreto na issues cia kugeria kuona ni ora golf course izite kutharia muito. Ito ithiro tu factual kwithirwa tuki acknowledge that golf course gwakwa utino ikumanisha ati muito zokuthithia ate zokwa cleared angana resources huge ando ze ithima biu bithikwa state law jiare gwakwa.
Some of them kwanza nyethe chi kuntu kwina iria
ikukando nyomba ugo nyoke thro na ndi ugurite nyomba kuntu kwina miti ku clear miti ngana kenda waka nyomba kinyara kungwa ko forest nya bara bongo ba forest kaba clear miti kenda ba ko office cia forest. So information uria ko presented is what is the problem. Na maybe kinya sources ne on toburu ito etekanirie we are in a political space na zarama inge agenda ya either ku support ka kurega na gintu depends on where you are standing. Ne on to kuga maybe riraga shagwari deputy president idea state law jetare an issue but now because he's in opposition uteuamba ku support state law jiu. I think that is the discussion area about the but the information and facts ira chirio nte kuona zeka chibati kuitani and then clarity yaina kungwa igwakwa ni bati ku come out. So kinya leaders beto nabo as a ndene Meru iko kuna clarity space yengana ni onto this is public land na public resources space yengana gutumika na ne ari kuongwa space iwe kurito kukethwa kwena clarity on that kote nkuchanio twithirwa twina chiaza
but tukiwirirwa city Oscar iri ya at what costs, you know, kuri na biashara be town ne ya ba Eric na ba muthamia iro be na properties chio and they're afraid maybe kinyongo tibongo boitia
only ndaga gutega gintu in isolation. Meru would be the 6th city iketa through yonto kwena Nairobi, kwena Mombasa, kwena Kisumu, kwena Nakuru na Eldoret. Meru ithiro number 6. Na I think my brother Eric akieza na example augere isolated issue ya Eldoret issues na Rose kwithiro Rose ro gwitia but atigo utwira atiri kuma Eldoret kwa city value ebarabe na miunda Eldoret yongerekete na what value you see you all no cherry pick zaraza ko support your argument ogitiga zangi no menye Meru ekethirwa yongwa ne ko grow it gives space for satellite towns ira surrounded Meru kinya chiongwa ko grow now ne wantu bambiria na ndi gwita kwambiri go settle centers ira chithiurunkite Meru bakirwa bakambiria ku grow bakarie ne bakambiria ku grow growth ikethirwa na ndi spillage ere kuma from the center it is spilled to other smaller towns kinyacho chika grow
as it spills, you know, kuri kiurikio muthamia kuria very pertinent that twin Isiolo International Airport ititumairoa kwina kagoma airstrip is nothing happens there. So tomba ko spare miti no ntobwa state lodge teita ngo miti mingi no ntobwa golf course yo twira but then for sure to spare miti no ntobwa airstrip because miti ka ito kenda airstrip ekarika and we all know the efforts ira thirikari je mekite including kwaya na holiday aweta kwanda miti, you know, and then twite tureke miti on the whereas kwena airport area around 30 kilometers away nengini yo 10 kilometers as he says. So why do we need, you know,
only ndomete requirements kana prescription area for a municipality kwa elevated into to a city airstrip ibati go within the
municipality.
That is the lie.
let me finish then ukathithia pore. State lodge igakwa ni onto bwa issues cia security and what not ni bati guthiro ina airstrip na ikyo tumioni ngukarange choka area itutige ku mix issues twithiro nande turizukia kintu gikiega tukagwatithania gikithuku tugatezaniria bionthe na kinyo kenda ikwaria nandi mantu za priorities Martin ni onto itugukara tukiuraia kethera issues i priority thirikari national na county ithairo ina into bieta wa departments kwina inya reason kwina departments kwina interior kwina defense kwina agriculture kwina health kwina sports utiumba ku argue at any given time uga ati ni onto kwina need mono ya agriculture collapse department yai tirana concurrently. These are independent departments na economists bongo no bathithirie departments hizi na inya county yongo ina allocation for every single department. Utoma kugana ndi kurungike education ni onto kithomo te no wira muntu atinyo gara ikuthoma no survive tuzukia mbeca ichionthe tuize tunenkere no, let these individual departments continue operating kethera i priority area ikira priority area ke health ituge kuna cancer cases tiongerekete Meru under health, strictly under health prioritize cancer center. Kwina sports ni onto bado kwina talent nthukimbithe benayo na youth bena issues cia ira bakwenda and youth re prioritize gintu kina endete uga tutibati kwithirwa twina tournaments cia mubira ni onto maybe twina issues cia that is my point.
Fair enough, but you see Eric, what I think Oscar na utarire boboya, but you see kukia kwithirwa kurina need kiri one department. I think then tutito taira mbecha kiri department ira itena maubatu ya maingi at the expense ya department yengi yena obatu na maubatu ya maingi.
Ngwetikanire kabisa. Yeah. Na planning ira itawa integrated planning.
Yes.
Na madogano jako very clear wakatega dwarero gwita aroko elicit political emotion na miradi yonde ereti through political direction to akaraja kare Oscar kwa reboga
but that's what happens in Kenya miradi yonde ya political
na neon kugatire ningwa that is why I disagree
unfortunately
yeah, unfortunately no to reato kwa area mantoje integrated planning no to have been there miradi hizi etaga iungana gwamwe kende achieve one common vision. Riria oni kwa rande geta garande economic implication whatever we are doing. Tore riria gutako general challenges ira tuna chocha either employment no to akibu beyond the end Gen Z bakawa makairi no kuona because Nairobi bako kama na tuna super highways tuna all these things narandi nitakwenda kwa subjective ki mantu jaja kwaru nonto ni ndiuria how did we get into this discussion nonto tukuwa lazima to integrate development sports youth to na mantu ja youth mantu jore mijendro jareo but the irande we are talking about a city status na wataka appetite na nyatoka compare nation yetu no turande tagarande takwenda to reduce this conversation into mutuma support kanata embugere very clearly we are very lucky right now itukware mantu ja muherekera ja witi na mbere but na kudos to our governor but again hotekira wari no lazima rande tutege sustainable development development area igata ku challenges ira tunacho nonto this projects to kwareria yoto na thina nacho nonto they can be done but for what no kona tukathithia mantu tukenda to compete na bangi na kwe ugire Talanta Stadium was not in the budget. Utiko gitikiro ke budget no tukwe na gintu gitawa supplementary budget. Kinyatha hai tukamwa kuthithia gintu kingi no tuthithie. But the question, overriding question, is why? Katukuthithia tu gintu kenda tuga kireo ilazima tukinyanirie. Nukuona ora tukuthithia mantu ja environment. Tutumba kuthithia mantu ja environment to spend beche kire environment. Alafu mtu barabara eje non to priority nge kweja tuegerejera tutumire kimbio. So ilazima tuwe very objective. Na when we change priorities, not to supplementary it means these resources had been put going on a miradi waiting number to Vision 2030. And it is very unfortunate that in the next 5 years, Vision area 2010, 2011, Kenya came move into a middle income economy. A vision to tackle issues to unemployment. But we have played around with projects. Kenda to the projects inflated. Non to one of the challenges to in this country is corruption. Now the control of budget of this nation last year introduced a new concept with budgeted corruption. Tukuga the political elite play around with projects coexist. Muringi kura. Okay, generate biggest market in Kenya. Okay, 800 million. That assessment was done in a political area. Okay, there are project area, intention ecosystem public funds. I will say this authoritatively. If you look at Ogatega budget, Kenya is 4 times bigger than the budget of Rwanda, 2 times bigger than the project of Tanzania and Uganda. Figures here chitiko reflect ke Human Development Index. Now to whatever those 2 countries, ija ogarande Martin okedho akiwa na mchara jo ngiriegana. Ongea kedho akiwa na mchara jo 10,000. Ende ana baku but receive the same quality of education na uju, baka receive the same quality of healthcare na uju.
Or worse.
No kuona. Uka realize we are building hospitals with big amounts of money, but it is not reflecting in the healthcare quality. So my overriding thought, ntakwenda oniko subject into wherever environment ratu eneo. Ni ukaraja kwa very good but atu oneteri atu menyerete the bare minimums. Na tukaitha to focus on value projects. Nikyo ndukurandita hii city status may be just another social asset. Ora tukugatiri mtu agaka onino mpe milioni mona waka wa milioni mona. Omwaga hata akajukia Oscar akajukia muda bwaga akarema aka create more wealth. Ongea akanyombe ndongi ntore na keronwe muitonga. I crazy rikutu eneo ya kwitwa twena cities in Kenya. Nakuona even this municipality if it were working as it should be na twena feeding rural areas anto Kenya the nation the highest inequality rates Kenya wa development is skewed. Kenya yeje to kuona nyota kama Kenya it developed even not half. There's a whole region that is undeveloped. Nande we are losing.
So whose fault is it? Whether what a region and it ain't developed.
Fault yeto he politicize everything. The political man nowhere go make all the decisions. If we look at Vision 2030, it had envisioned to develop all these areas to an upset, which is a project which has continuously been kakaraja token. But in vision if we followed na midterm plans to the age of the age, to the age of the age, to the age of the age.
But you see Eric, for example Turkana actually no ya mukaira mbeche nje nkolokie Meru, but ukaibwa ne underdeveloped. How? Why?
Nande Turkana ere na mbeche nyingi ke elementary equitable share.
Yes.
Challenge yetu the quality of leadership we have. Yeah. Nonto na ere border na issues cha corruption. Yeah. Projects are being done cha ko excitantu indi projects chitego kinyaniria maendeleo na uto kugatire we might build yes. And antena ntekorega nonto the political formation na political direction it let's build this. But we built Isiolo International Airport.
Yeah, mami.
What is the economic value? It has been in the books. No value. No water. We might build a market and they have been built. Then why is our young Nike Antobeto Babethi bado bakurira na bakuma in the streets? Okay. Now those are the fundamental questions to kichura here.
Thank you. Modamia, you know, the biggest reason to URETERI counties kile katiba njaro ni kenda kuhakikisha power ni ukinyila mwananchi bombere na maendeleo nayo kinyayo equally yedro yemo kinyila so ku mtu oringire dimo I think ni Isaac kuma tubeto kiongo oria awa kwena state lodge county nyiri bena golf ball bena some airstrip somewhere. So okay akwithirwa counties chiariche kureta maendeleo na utongeria kwena mwananchi. That means president akarara kuntu kumenya, and this one is a plus kile county kwethirwa kwena airstrip ni maendeleo kile mwananchi. So that means investors baraba kwenda kweja will not spend 4 hours barabarene etabakiriski kinya portals zidacho juri barabarene kuma Meru aweta makutano ya Mwea. So it will be just some 30 minutes mto investor Meru kinya wewe ngojo are an investor, then it's an advantage kile babu.
Let me repeat this for the 10th time. But tutena problem na airstrip. Na imbwere yako na international airport is zero. Where you can land even now as it is.
But
na hii ngeka goma iko just touch up. So batu tena problem na tutakoraga into bibi.
Tuko miaketha ukilokera kintu kita watire. Itawa cities and urban urban areas and cities act. Ni kueleza bura municipality yomba witithwa nkathe kwa a city. Ni kueleza bura a town yomba witithwa nkathe ka a municipality. Correct. Some of these amenities no mwankachi ethre within that municipality. So tutumbo tumira airport ya Isiolo na tuwane municipality ya Meru tu witithwa nkathe ya city.
Gichunge, you are very right. Yeah. Lakini Kagoma is it can be within the city radius ya Meru.
But it is not.
Kasete ele rakinya. By the way, municipality
ere kwethwa city ti municipality
yo Meru.
Municipality ya Meru niyo witithwa nkathe ya city.
Municipality ya Meru ikinyete it is 1 kilometer short of Kagoma. Okay? No ka tuka kinya
a municipality is gazetted, right?
Yes.
It is just not tim to do ya kawa municipality. So Kagoma is not it gazetted ya municipality.
It is 1 kilometer short.
But it is still outside.
It is still outside.
But it is still outside, right?
Tiango direrie. Nairobi airport, Kenyatta International Airport. Kuma town center, kilomita ngana itu wana Gichunge.
Lakini city area, right? In Nairobi area. In Nairobi area, right?
In Nairobi. So what I'm saying,
in Nairobi area,
wekera Kagoma within Meru city. If that was a requirement, it should be very easy. Okay? Now, of course, in the one to in Bigidon, don't give a it is a requirement for a city. In Korea is of course coming up at Subuiga.
Subuiga again is outside the municipality.
Outside the municipality, but being 20 kilometers away, it can no it only became case it is to Godia.
Kankwenda twatanira antu amwe bwana budani. Kankwenda twatanira antu amwe atire. First of all, facts ni ati kuke ya kwithirwa kwina issue ye ya city. Birabi itithwa city kwa city i municipality, right?
But the municipality
itithwa kwa city tima. Municipality ni itithwa kwa city.
Yes.
So Buiga ke municipality?
No, it is not.
It is not.
It is not.
Then
But to put that within the radius of the city is not a big deal.
Kwe town cha Kadhwana wega mbethire utende ndio key process kwa na municipality Meru ya Ciaca and I was there on 20 economists near this municipality na city tizo Kenya population kwa hiyo lazima tuka extend kenda to include ukataka kwenda towns imwe if no kona Kadhwana lazima ire extend ikagukuraja kenda tumba kwetha twinai ndo Kadhwana by the virtue of it being a county headquarters virtue akini utuma municipality but lazima meet also other qualifications like population
including antu baraba kulia
na they extend monka arega kinya tumbe kuka twina that population we together within municipality Kadhwana we in suburbs ndo bakogere commit the so ankwenda kuwa it is still possible to geja ko include the Kagoma and I'm happy not to imbigetwe in this conversation on it has been there na imbigetwe somehow kanyonyi mtu even government mtu man to think ene thoganĩtie kuona gutena need eco hive muitu kenda to achieve an airstrip not to Nyomere is feasible state lodge na Oscar na kuwa communication is key not ando bamba kwethirwa ri tukero agera mantu jate arajari because it will be done within the showground. Nanya Golf Club can still be done within that showground. Elements hizi tokera ya to simplistic to get the 3 projects. Na neonto kwenda tu ni guteka as a simplistic issue not to issue hizi ni kwa as a country we have scarcity of resources. Every nation kiurega kwa ikoteka the bigger picture. But together atuko settle around the 3 projects no twari mono na indi to kwenda karaja kare you are against development but within those non to where we have a government that is listening non to arambere iridero chi speed ire chakabat as in ginyama antu chakaru kutena anto batu kudikira there's no room kudikira na ikino to even while at it ilazima tuge mantu jange kenenya thirikari eno tune kuthikira twambe gutega maendeleo tuti ukarajora tutwire gwita ndiguru neji kuariria tu mega projects continuously na ndo bako excite the political environment na ndo bari election cities imwe like the first city after Nairobi Kisumu city was declared by Moi to attain an election year no kuelewa na that direction nyeto geto to take kinyaria maendeleo jira to envision as a country not to inkwenda to an excitement not to Oscar na rema to ja value property kuitia when value property itia it is a direct economic hit on landowners not to land rates will go high no kuona. So even people need to be prepared.
Kinyawo ninga itedura
no it is a whole reality. Now where are these people? What is the economic na tanto ba kuiria economy? How did Meru municipality how do towns grow? Na hata cities ikuraga naturally. Nonto town ne motindo ebatu kwetherwa kya muitari nara cho korakaerwa koraithegwa sub county to remo chonko ejere that's why you wanted to settle like kya muitari now this town manetera ata ambire not to settlement muchunku na to akoria as an administration center na ambi na ndey we want to go make it steroids na mpoeke and air city which is a natural process to a Kenya urban support program eu kuspeto kuwa ne kureta mbecha the support coming through Kenya urban support program naturally neomba kutokuria toka Kenya a city what a city status kaire Kenya as a nation reto utaka Kenya oraiga eta na mbere ito batu ko envision ite non to that we have talked in the vision 2030 about Isiolo as a resort city na that idea came even before Meru. Government utekea edithia kukinya yaka international airport but nothing else. No kuona na eu ne ku connect completely with the lab set program irayomba ku open up Meru no easily a city on to wanya development Isiolo no to the corridor, the northern corridor. No kuona kenda biashara ira tukuthithia naturally twakura this twakura this urban center and if it is a okay keda is simplistic tu kiuria kira kiorua keda to support the three projects no problem on to the golf club in a benefits eka demand agricultural products chetu nambi state lodge rato gaka ko yanto baka yabangugi state lodge teacher factory eka andika anto baka na batikora na ndinonga periodically rea eka yadro ceremony rea president around iroto ka yadro to kida yata but curia that money going to get opportunity costs if the same money non to ko no igaitwa itikire ko no ikataurwa to either supplementary kenda to prioritize to the state lodge. If it was an industry area and kanto baba inge nkuruki. So well andre area not to I think it's been clear my thought process.
Oscar, you know the thing ireko ya aone ate a city should have grown, you know, organically. Yongwa tuachethira tu guys auto kinya we really need to be a city, you know. For example kia kwithirwa pa muthami ibe tikiririe golf course yokwa then ni Peter Munya tukitho tukiaracia manto yangi thai we would not be discussing this issue tukitho tukuraya nkuluki and Eric Arua feels like, you know, Meru ko mtu multivitamin kenda ekura
ora ndimetega in a different angle. Being a farmer, ukirima into byakure you have an option wande orege kurimira orege gwikira fertilizer onge arimire ekire fertilizer. At the end of the day kira kirimiro na gekiro fertilizer will turn out a better crop than kira getiganiriru. Kukeza kwithirwa kwina opportunity ni onto utumba kuzukia nandi Meru a living thing ugana ndi katukire monka kinya municipality wengwa as an example ya Kathwana ariuga ke bidire bathithia ate
expand.
Why were they not waiting for Kathwana grow organically kinya to that ikeza kwithirwa municipality ya Meru nira mitire requirements tia kwa municipality to start with tia kwa municipality municipality toeta mawa to atega tuona mawa commit requirements tia kwa municipality to miukiria ya municipality to tegere Meru na town ya Meru tuti umitega in isolation to imitega side by side na town zinge ira to na chio inene ndene ya nthiguru yetu ya Kenya na tugutara ithano ire already chiete tutibati na ndi kwambiria kuga ati but we have no interest na mbuge bru with a lot of pride ekwithirwa ndi Mumiru unte na interest tia kuria kethera Isiolo no ebangiri kwa city before Meru. If I get an opportunity excuse me muthamia ukakinyirwa ikeza kwithirwa Meru as a neo kukeza kwithirwa for political reasons or any other reason Meru no city before any other city. I have no business koria neke Meru na ikiuria burunte bati koria ati neke Meru kwa city mbere ya Isiolo kiuria kiunte bati go kiuria buru.
You know, I think nobody go through which you sia
on the theory
kamba amuchokere mbere
mwanangu ndo chokeria context kana kwenda kuga na atire Meru itera kinya level kwa city
You think so?
That is the reality. In the arrest status, President Ruto akiuga. Is that we shall work to make Meru a city.
And that's okay. What's wrong with that?
I have no problem. What I'm trying to say is that when there can be a political statement, if this government still in a potential to make Isiolo city, it might be this an introduction of a term for a political reason. In fact, in the short run, it taking an area. No kwelo. My point is this. Is that tombo kwedro totonye the two into a debate. No to political mobilization. Na kuga organically this town is well poised, not is the 6th largest. Now we can achieve the city status as well. No kwelo.
Okay.
To put things into this is not right.
Okay, sawa.
I will protest. Dugatire Mutara Mojo, he is making a very, very clear point. Town Meru, a municipality, organically, equally Muna City. One, town the sewage near CBD, sewerage.
But sewage near Wakwa.
No, that has been the song for the last 10 years.
It is waziri wa nari
ndikera tu oningare town yeje ingare town guma 19 guma 2000 tutora guma 2000 ko wali banto je sewerage.
But you know kinya wono kumenya uri mukari wa Northimenti no kumenya atiri sewage ne Wakwa nara kwa mheshimiwa
that has been
kwa Muhuna
ne wako ne tora wako for the last 20 years.
No, it's not 20 years. It has been 8 years.
Aya 8 years is a long time.
I know.
Na kintu yote batuko tukara ya hiki priority Meru municipality isiwarenje.
Na ne Wakwa.
It is very far from Guginyanera.
The CS was there.
Number 2, now atora for the last 20 years in Guginyanera. Number 2, Bwana Gichunge.
You have an issue with numbers though.
Ruji, water. Ruji Rawo Meru aja within this municipality ikaruja kana gathiruni Jeka that years ago. Karuja kauna ande already the town has outgrown. Na Ruji ya relations. Utem tuona ndene ya Meru town ute estate yona Ruji even more than 3 times a week. Ruji. Na what we need as a Kenya Kandenyabu municipality nonto Kenya tika kuga sete Meru te buinya municipality. You can't have a municipality without sewerage. Ango support munne yo. Go get to Gambere, let's do the sewerage. Number 2, let's do water. Roji ro Kenya every estate at least every day. Lakini tuka our hospitals na mikawa na ambi anto werawa Roji bore matangi boikire. No to taka bakoraga ko tururo. Okay. Na watu wakaroje kanjeka that years ago tutomba kokongera Kenya inchi imwe. Lakini ande instead of doing the water we are doing a state road. We are doing into binge bia with bia kogemia. Kanu ya municipality do to water.
Okay. Mudamia ntirari anga town ipo nene. But I have. But inkumenya mewas ne chomete na niongelete roi kumarugo kuwarwa jaika ro miaka 30 mithiru. So if you wanted to be factual or atwira mewas niongelete roi, is it not so?
Niongelete incrementally lakini the fact remains Roji ndene town yeje arukwa relation.
How about Bwetekeri Tubwe city and then
so those other things
those other things will follow.
Do water, do sewerage. Actually kenda wali mantu city obati kwa wali mantu jairi. Kintu kambere do sewerage. Otuweke manya CBD Meru to aja CBD ni onga again. Mukutano junde. SDG chonde kona ndere Meru. Uteri sewerage.
Inde sewage kaga.
Uteri no itu.
I saw one. Physically.
Era one tene nekosafa only college.
Ande tuliwa tere bwana Gichunge. Ndene ukenda wali nyama ndo municipality. Uwa kwa na Meru municipality. Do sewerage first.
Okay.
Na Meru CBD niyo ina sewerage and it is about 10% what you would call the Meru municipality. And I got to cover only 10% of this municipality na sewerage. Ngoje guteru na ito ambiria waka golf course, to ambiria waka state roads, to ambiria waka my friend. Priorities are long.
No,
that's the point.
Oscar. And he's trying to put it na kwa area ko prove ati really golf course na state lodge and all those other things bokuwira ati see number 600 kile list of priorities. Ibi yako area ko
that's my point.
Kwe mo dikerio mo I think kugere kintu to bati to conclude nakyo. Back and forth easy. To kwero issues tia state lodge, to kwero issues tia golf, and it is unfortunate that out of Mantuzara zonde zari tuwe we have narrowed down to 3 items. Kuna items inge iria tiariri tuwe which are equally critical, but nande discussion somehow irashipiro ethro ni into bithatu tukwariri. Na narua to 2025 election is 2 years away. Kukaweza kwithirwa kakwina clama ya kwithirwa ni urongo tukwirwa kana you know katu thithia bora ni onto debate tukureterwa muringi kura te ka kuringa kura yawe narua no bukwirwo kwina ndarache gwakwa nithi na bwerwo ikathira before 2027 riu ntikuona aja ya kwithirwo kwina gituma about bridge you before that time kiria muringi kura bati kuthithia hold leaders to account on utterances iria tikugwa kwethirwa ndarache witira kwa by that time the voter has every right hold uromo promise ndarache u to account do courage u ikwirwa nigo ako from moya mwankaza te promises chikweza no thoko yagakoromone ni ikwirwa nigo akwa tu siwa line nigo akwa muringi kura wengwa in his own wisdom zukiria manto zara okwirwa ta easy into account yonto this same administration inkarangi chokaira onita supported thirikari hizi ya William Ruto and I did not and I'm on record even before kithurano kiu kira kiapena na voter and no risk tomba kuita kutonya kairi na emotions tuki support gento tuka support na emotions tukarega na emotions. That is the question.
Okay. So ikwana tu ikethimo ithatu na muthami atachoka I would want to understand you know atongeria ba kiama kenu which you look like you're very loyal to ba Mheshimiwa Mithika Linturi, ba former deputy president, the party leader Rigathi Gachagua, how much Meru ya benefited because okay akoria mtu okay as much as tukwaria Oscar kwena kinya bragging rights unajua cia kwethro ati na arabu mete where I come from we are city yeah so how much bragging rights to aerone atongeria bakiama kenu unchokirigyo tochoka kwena tu kethimo ithatu na kire Facebook Nicholas Itongaru Walu Martin and panelist I fail to understand how a state lodge can create employment. What kind of jobs? Watchmen, cooks, or what? Akawa no way. Vincent Maxwell Arua Ichunge, thanks for the program. All the amenities are necessary. State lodge etc are important, but we hype it without facts. What is the area to be hived? 50 acres or 500 acres? We know the caliber of leaders we have. Might there be a hidden motive to steal our land? I hope that you know who owns the 2 parcels of land in Mwendanto where affordable housing is continuing. Do you investigations kwa land who is the owner. Compare those houses with the housing corporation opposite prison. Let's not risk. Mutuma, with due respect, is both a political okay. Mwenda Ibra Arua, the wisdom of the elder is right. All other ideas of a city, airstrip, sijui golf course ni siasa tu. Kama zile za Wilbaro na Azla tuwache kubebwa hivo. Kama wa Meru. Maure Junior Arua, airstrip and state lodge all are development and are welcome. But the question is, are these priority projects? It's sad how we are taking Dual Carriage as a by the way project, but golf course as a priority project. This is sad. Imagining ile jam inakuaga from Itimbene to Makutano mostly on weekends. We need projects which directly affect common mwananchi and not those of the rich. You know, Eric, Nedri talk argue that it will consider sana these projects, barabara, doko and all that, without even to take kwenda kudwanire other than this nimbibingi biyobako to affect directly, you know, like together twina those extension officers bake yotwali ya miunda na otudimya mede tutuka membi to kurima. You know, ito so much into kuona a building ekoroma somewhere. No kawerirwa bu. So how should we be? Ni atatubati kodima developments.
Bugera concept.
Metekeriari to kidimo alafu utochoke onchokire kiurikyo. Kuwa dana na okay. Logan Dayarua sisi hatutaki siasa za kupigana na maendeleo na Arua okay, I understand. I'm writing you Logan. Modekai Mike Ngolu Arua, can we have this state lodge or golf lodge somewhere in Domoru or Dumbori where nobody is complaining and no forest is in danger? Hello, Meru. Meru,
Martin?
Yoi.
Hello?
Yoi.
Martin, that's okay. No.
Sorry?
Lakini ndiko mukuru ari chairman on DCP
Secretary General
on DCP akiareta mantasi waringe akiwa angewa kwa miaka anga 20 angegana itoki kutina vimenya yako miaka 10 Laito tibati na dirato kwari arai wikwa ebati wikwa antwara yete create mel rwa siwe njiro wetaro kari filtani ruka bidoro atumerika ngwe ngima tintemu ko manto yange siwe njiro yomba ko bidirwa it will take time na manto yata pole pole ukona kuwa manto municipality ya Meru Meru town itakinya witwa city onto nyamu otero we kakwendo mwira atiri nya Nairobi nyaga arwe ina yaro ina muru ati Nairobi river ukona o eta Nyeri county o eta Nyeri town Nyeri town yongwa nene ndikote tana water baba tana whatever na nyaga arwe so skasite ka kwa arwe wa town tika big deal as in to ejane ka Meru town into kagarwe itibati kwa city no kona itibati kwa ya na manto ya ku make sense yara yomba ko kuwa Meru ete town ete city lakini te manto yara yo karika everywhere manto yara wa affect anywhere everywhere no kona
but no nto bati wacha ro ne okay kwethwa government ina inye woka all those mega projects na ro is a basic need then irubati kwa priority
mati nekalinga na kwaga roi bravo kwaga non to kwirira inya tu for example ya mewazi ya beza ira bakizamba ke matangi nuko doirora ikwe yana drought mati ni u causes drought ya imanto ya nature nuko na kote ya watiri makavita ukete koma So government ikebati kwa njo create their own rivers. Tukona. Tukune ndi factors nyingi chituma ukeza kwena dhinero no tenya kwanja ko blame serikali ukiwa neto nginya kwa yanje ko bwiza mbao si it make sense no kona matini.
Thank you mukuru, asante. Okay. One more. Hello Meru. Meru. Hello. Hello Meru. Eh.
Yore ari na Shadrack mali muringe no matini.
Karibu Shadrack.
Nikiangalia panelist ba.
Ba ukende kabonde.
Ande gyo ya koneki. Kan kwa example matini na area ande orikana kwena university ya rete to njou. Iji taremwe irareta siasa ite kuendekana ni kuendekana. Na ngwete kia itaru no kwa ari na university ya mbere ya Tharaka. Bai matini yoga ita Tharaka. Hiyo university imezonga vizuri
sana.
Na ibedete atongoria ba Tharaka muno no ntobe bethara bena anjende mwakire bira bakoroma kire thirikari. Imbi makosa na Meru kwa ziti na Meru kwa state launch ukawa bitombe kana ina biongozi bauka kwa bitombe kana bari indika chagwa atoretera kikina kya makya cha DCP ya deputy president ikinyaye ndiere kwa ari nayo yakuwe ntobira byomba kuyendene ya Meru. So manto yamwe yara toreta romune especially Meru imanto ya ko opposite ntobira bigeza byo na kwa state launch kana bira dirikari ko dhidi byo ya rojo esa plan no ye nyadrikari ngene on to da to right president na president yoroke akathia taimbi ereo na yekirao kuwa Meru ete qualify kunya bangi bawa ete ko kwethera ina level 6 acho ko mawe ete ko kwethera ina municipality siaso isi areo na dai mawe municipality so let us be honest.
Thank you.
Intobira dirikari kwenda koreta Martin ne birete wareta kya mayaku ya secretary general tuira wabo yete na DCP borethia 1 2 3 te one time ende one time ekareta golf club kana ekareta state launch kuri ntoto batu gwethra tukelewa na tukamenya na tukethwa tukiopost ntobira thikari kuekareta na tobatu gwethra tuita thirikari rio bida irerio thaini otoetia DCP otebia me akoretera mu Kenya otebia me akoretera mu Meru mbi.
Thank you sir.
Wo kiuri yako kwa tukaito urio batu bira twatu gwethra tuita sikira atongoria betero atutarite ni yake etano ekinya then 2027 ekinya bisharo judge.
Thank you.
Otherwise tudro tuena kumwelekeo mwana onto no tupinge intobi no menya batu in my opinion inko na president ya lengete muno Mount Kenya East no ntongo me akore anto tudro tuthiate na tudro guthiata me ake minge muno na mbembi no batithera bena batu so nara go iba investor ba oyera intobi thirikari lakini batu to watha itoretero Meru tokambira wekera politics mate niyo kitu aileti vizuri na muntu kwa uwa muitho yokagitwa na muitho yo ambite ya thirikari thirikari muitho ya thirikari na kinyeke enda kuita royo te opposite na kinyana kwa thirikari boka igwe ne bukoreana boka era antu bara batego lo imbi bare bakarea then inapeleka kwingine otherwise idara ina itarere kama Martin.
Thank you Shadrack, asante.
Na wasike ngwete kenele sa mu Meru boy kamuno asante.
Kama mbele na mbele yake area, you know, we would want to understand development in in an economic view. But first, mbodhamia na Shadrack akuri kiurio kiungo kuriti. You know, antubaba beno atongere ba DCP Meru benefit hata kuma karibu.
Atongere ba to DCP tabo honorable Lintore na Honorable Gachagua bari thirikari na ya Ruto umwe ari deputy president unge ari minister na mantu yara to alomere igitariu ni ati minister Lintore ona mantu ya agriculture policy na mantu ya itangazo ore tu kuona he was just a frog girl na koro minister lakini ngade TV agita oro mantu wa kuona hara bena chora ba we bakoro yare na teo bangire akawa ginya ninko jamenya so what Ruto does akawa the minister no rana ministry u
He never resigned. Keterere abutwa.
Of course, there is he formed he is part of creating that government.
No, there's something called integrity.
But ya kumara na tuerere ukweli. Na tuerere ukweli.
Leto mwetekena ngaki akwaria endene. Akirewa kwari no nto akubutwa does not help.
Bwana Gachagua noe I deputy president. He fought a very big battle inside there. Including in the cabinet, including in the state house. Mwanga watuika mantu yako bako wali ruto bate watanira. Onto ruto na mantu yako thivia na kone yaba legere thivia. So barwere Bwana Gachagua akiura mantu yako thivia yate kuruge tu parliament yate kuruge tu cabinet mwanga yara impossible. So antaba baru tu bobo yatere narua imandira yoko baretere Meru nontu they were in Sabore's government. Boria nande imandira yoko babangite koreta then Meru and then Kenya in the government that we are forming in 2027.
Bukwari na bwa tongere ba about some of those developments.
Obviously we share.
Na iba ku oppose kinyabo.
But we are not Mr. Gichonge, I'm saying for the 20th time toto ku oppose maendeleo. Ndako bende kino ndo point hiyo tonya. But tu tuliuga maendeleo janja kwa tujonde thirikari Meru marano ya yekulewa. Ito akirwe ken kiandeke kireke gaitu.
Okay.
Ito akirwe state road ara kwa ya no showing ground. Okay? Oteko to kuraga. Oteko to kurwa ke atukuwa ke vie ko collector arafu go dro kwena.
Oreta Sagana state road?
Yes, direta.
Yokiko.
Yaki somewhere very near the forest.
Inside the forests.
Where on the fringes of the forest.
Inside the forests.
Actually, the forest is both sides of that road.
Yes.
Where it is on the fringes of the forest.
Oh, it is inside.
But still, na ingo nda twalire mantu ya state runjire ya Karatina. Kwe mtu kugano monga state runjire ro na ya strip. There is no air strip there. Na bote air strip nya yenyere. Air strip ira eri uyonde either were na yuke.
But it is not a city.
Okay, so ala igyo angu atakuga transmara kona state launch kwa mtogure state launch no monka ya component.
But city no monka there in a state launch. Yes.
I have an about to na state launch. State launch no kona kinyaga uzo kona.
Angu watere a city no monka yedro yena.
State launch era kone to kona katue.
A city no monka yedro yena airstrip.
Tuta kona kaja ujonde. Na strip tugere eregaito na it can be within the city. Na state road no tuteko mereka. In fact to emienda mono no ya kwau. Shongra na ango ere ange yo mawako bona Gichonge. Ndiye ngantu bato miona. Nuko na kuma Meru Sports Club. Kuma Meru Sports Club kibuto kukyo ndikeje ta monka Kotini. There's a very big piece of land. Yomba ko state road. Very comfortable. Na yomba kwa golf course ya size hizi mheshimiwa kugara ya 18 holes
auko tena muito ko
kwena muito lakini muito yoko wandwa chumedinda na ndere ugarogi kwatu kana mongogi de muito ugita muito natural kani muito yoko wanda. Number 2 kwena idhima Bwana Gichunge idhima ibyo moyo na idhima biri byo tukwareri bibi muito jo bakwenda gwikira jo shungira ut jo uteke makere yao ke muito gwikira yake onde. It's a very big piece of land. Yomba wako interview.
Thank you. Fair enough. Then kuona that chetu sana Eric, please in briefly warning bibati ku consider be maendeleo.
Maendeleo kulingana na United Nations Development Program. Yugi teto akinyania maendeleo. There antobeto bako na the best quality of education. Kwa literacy levels. Highest quality of healthcare. Kwa mtu na gweta nya kethero atim taunia kinya kethero ega chua na kona the best quality of education.
Yes.
Kinya kethero ate aja ara amba gweta kona level the healthcare system kuma level 1 either the highest standard. ewi health kairi kwithirwe thirikari ni kwa an enabling environment kitha kwi region ira to setete aside ki economy yetu chithirwe chi agricultural zones kwithire bakomba kwa facilitated non turandi tuenenya issues cha climate change kwithirwe by an infrastructure cha irrigation kwithirwe kwina support system na baraba irandi ki urban areas but bena a working environment a favorable environment non to stability kenda bomba kuthithia biashara na kenda economy ira bomba kuthithia hata bomba kinyaniria na neno to conversation ire aja Meru status ira twitite gukinya maendeleo ya azma jethroja integrated ngete kania na ora mutaalamu wa kisiasa Oscar Kuka non tutu na department ira chonde tutumba kurira ki discussion yake barabara mwe kwa lazima tuone integratively sectors ira ingi what are they doing in preparation of a city state Asia tutekaorera mathuganio kire yake a state lodge golf course na biria they are not an end in themselves no bijo ya maendeleo jangi ende ketho tutikuona linkage Meru rengana na needs ira chibatu kuthithwa kenda randi tumba ko sustain nonto resources each on to tumira rikana how are we getting these resources ira nyingi chutonya imarandu ndikure koromba na we have talked about co-invest in a productive economy productive economy lazima tutige kuwekera effort yetu yonde in an urban area na urikane this urban area nyake tumikira to stretch mantu jaruje na sewer line ino ntoko na urban bulge yani anto bonde na area gotio kareka anto bareja ko opportunities in this small area monka ke dorandi to stretch capacity yetu electricity roje sewer system na infrastructure and to create area yantu tutukomba go sustain argument kwa na ngete kana area tugire all sectors should be looked at fairly na wholesomely can to achieve an overall development irega create rande ira tutaga macroeconomic indicators tutumbo we are a developed country when we have a youth population without jobs how will we grow jobs by building a road no how will we grow jobs by building a state lodge no kwelo so inonku garande ilazima rande to tegemant objectively to integrate this aspiration of a city with an wholesome development na to create opportunities especially in the rural area concepts area even China to develop China na Baubangi they did not focus on towns. They focused on 1973 under Deng. They zoned regions. They attracted investors from all over the world, and the cities were built. From working economic systems.
Okay.
And you know maendeleo in my thoughts.
Thank you. And you see, Oscar, kiuri kile kinene ni where are we rushing to kwa city? And woni ante dia Meru ile city. Skenda tureterwa state lodge na golf course na airstrip mwithoni.
Wega Martin. Nade pomba kuchokia kiure kiu nyuma kidogo. Why did we have a need ya kuithira tuina more municipalities? Kwa services chikuizania na municipalities iria muntu wetimao akona without kuma timao as a Meru town. Kuna services chikeezania na kuithirwa Meru city iria muntu we Meru ateni gweta Nairobi kenda ezariku na Meru area located surrounded by all these other towns is surrounded in Nanyuki. Actually Meru potential ya inya tourism is bigger than some of the towns irachi surrounding irachi go perform very well in tourism. Na umenye tourism is one of the highest na easiest to achieve sources chia mbecha irachi umba kwithirwa chiki percolate down to mwananchi chi revive sectors chia agriculture, chia transport. Na Meru kwithirwa a city around all these other towns, Isiolo, Nanyuki, Embu, Tharaka Nithi, ithirwa na ndiki attracta antu bezete guchwa services imwe iria babati guta guchwa Nairobi chikamiri guchwaza. So tutibati guthirwa tukimitega in isolation atikethera Meru tuingwa kethera itukuona tugukinyau oni ndiuga atiri ukeza kwithirwa kwina dream irio ekwethia Meru city na kwithirwa Meru kuinto ekwaga tutibati kuona niki Meru itibati kwa city tubati kuria atiri into bibiteo ne hata tumba kubiekira then Meru iga comply.
And maybe bio modami ate ku understand bio.
Na igon kuga the interview to kuga bibi kanda Meru ya zete kimugeta wa sewer line. Kingi geta water capacity.
Okay. But into bibi other no bibi ethiro imo.
Tutibati kuona why Meru cannot or does not qualify kwa city. Tubati kwithirwa tugitega atiri what should be done kenda na ndikethera igo comply bira biteo bibue ni onto otiro eka ethua city itena sewer line yeu ni yako na I'm very sure kinya bara ba implement ba komenya ite a city without a sewer line ni implemented to ba tu to benefit
correct.
Absolutely.
So yolelo nitio into bibiteo.
Bira biteo.
Despite Eric Buraku steroids eko muntu.
Ondi we fertilizer igwikirwa kimereni. Na otege toge kithuku murimi auma ndukene. Auma ageta agrovet. Etaka gro fertilizer. Eza gekira kimera kiawe. Roro tigwikira
shauri yake.
Yes.
Atiketha. You get that, Eric.
Nande
tugithira cia.
Tukwaria mantu big potentials. Tourism sector. Tourism sector yetu itakwetera to city kenda to exploit potential ratu eno in the tourism sector. Kino tutuga as we do all these things atu integrate development. Tuena thina as a nation. Na thina yetu iko excited about infrastructural development. Na infrastructure we have in from 1963 we have built walls chigota classroom, but we have to improve quality of our education. From 1963 we have built roads ire itoko translate into economic growth. No to take the monies to spend it in development in this nation. In Africa we should be to bat without embere mono. No to itoete the political development development as a political conversation, and to development tigirwa the rightful people who can oversee when the nation ekarende under Moi Kibaki na to craft a very ambitious plan with vision 2030 na ina mwerekera step by step, year by year, government term by government term uratu akinya Kenya into a middle income economy. Ira tutethwa tuna na antu babe thibarato tumira mbecha. In fact, education system yetu itigite kwithirwa prospects yetu witi na mbere yethirwa nio our natural curse.
Unfortunately.
Okay, there are families ikoendia miunda ikaendia the economic resources ngombe kuthomithia bateo na ngugi. Tuenderete na conversation, endless conversation. Anto gwetwa in state lodges jeito gwetwa kwa excited about a project. Ogoteka conversation yetu aja yethirwa about physical projects ithatu inya indi tutiromba kutonya turia what economic value it is creating on toteo, it is not anchored on a need basis. na ndi I think my idea ni ati kenda tuita na mbere bwega katwe grounded na nkogenda this discussion monono to rojora ndeja nikomenya kure ikwambie kujukwa na these young people baraba ku face the biggest blunt of an economy ereto ko work an economy monkai tuje kene the reason why this country is unequal gap baraba itonga na baraba theni is too wide na through these projects so kwa area is still widening tutekomba ku create equity na ku spread resources in a way that can grow our economy ondenda ku insist that conversation itubati ku change conversation yetu from mere big mega projects iria ite consistent na inya ambitions chetu as a nation chaweti nambere.
Very well, asanteni sana. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Nandaike mo please.
Like mwanka ugatire manto John this siasa. Na gitumi kinyanta to icha the three infamous projects chire the mwanki ujo ino ndo jume take mtu tena trust ino we have a big trust deficit na mtu toruto na tutete my friend tutete kia agaronga mara agatuira thairo tumuje ateje the Meru gututethia na rone Meru ni kwendo tethu na kwendo twakira oni ako personally ni ngetike manto jau imtato jao ko banga na ni mwatu woni ndene Kenya. That trust deficit is the biggest problem which must be cured first before we do anything else.
Okay. So would you rather mtu ata promise kiento kana promise yo murandure?
Na ndio mtu to promise the man ngiria bono te bwa viviale. Why should we believe this or is what will work?
Thank you.
Asante. Ni mtu ya kupanga.
Thank you Mudhami.
Pando anajipanga.
Asante. Thank you very much. Oscar, utaalamu wa mambo ya kisiasa, bwana Mudhami aone secretary general wa kiama kia DCP ndani ya county ya Meru na political economists bwana Eric Mutwiri. Thank you very much. Asanteni sana. Na barabo ndebo mbiti mubango yetu nge siasa tukubaruaria. Thank you very much. Na awe muthikiria na mutegeri wa wero atochokirie nkatho no tubakwithwa wina batu kire mubango yo next Sunday ringi tukethwa turi very exciting na tukubanga gichunki mashinani atika mweri wa October of course twambiririe kuma mweri yo wa kenda tukethwa tukiliunga mashinani kuibwa nawe na kwithwa tukiaranira na uwe so thikira mubango chungia siasa nikienda withwa kimenyane na tukethwa tukiwa next twachokera wini mitwa Martin wechonge ndula. Thank you very much no tubakwithwa wina batu. Good night. It's been real for real.